Hello, Alek.
What's up, dude?
Mr. Chamberlain. I'm not doing the intro. You've already been back.
We're not doing the intro?
We're not doing
I
the
had a
intro.
whole thing planned, dude.
Hey, welcome to the Hey DJ show. Follow me on at Hey DJ and my guest, Alek Chamberlin. There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, DJ, how are you? See, like, I had that all set up, and you ruined that moment for me.
I was trying to be like, there's no point. Like, you've already came on. So.
All right.
So yeah, my new boom arms, dude.
Yeah, I like
all
it.
you have to do is just grab it from here, dude. This is
So
like
aggressive.
No, dude. Look at this. Look at this.
Bro,
Distance.
This is something. This is a new world.
Technology.
Dude, very aggressive. Much more, durable than the other one.
Yeah.
I was worried about breaking the other one.
Barely sound is made.
Yeah. I like it, though.
Freaking love it. Gonna order me eventually down the road 2 more. I want to have a total of 4.
Just
and then
gonna
that's it.
Doc Ock this thing. Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's
Look
pretty
at you
sick.
nerding my show.
All right.
What
hey,
gives you the impression that this show is nerdy?
I don't know. Maybe the backdrop. I'm not.
The hell you mean? I'm just kidding. All right, man. So hey, welcome back.
Thanks, man.
So for those who
Good to be back.
I'm not gonna botch your audio. I know you're gonna wait to say that. I'm not gonna botch your audio this time. I'm a professional.
I was gonna wait. I was like, did you learn from the last time?
Oh, God. So for those who don't know, to make a long story short, Alek, this is the second visit, and I royally effed up because basically I botched the audio. It's still watchable. I think it's still a great interview, and he did bring me these awesome mugs, so exclusive.
There it is.
Let me know if you want them. I'll start selling merch.
Let me know. How do you grab the mug? Do you grab it from here? Or do you grab it like this?
I did 2 fingers.
Right, but do you grab it from the actual handle or you just...
Oh, I see. I see what you mean.
Right. Right?
Handle.
Okay. I don't, but...
You grab it.
I grab it from the inside, yeah.
I feel like, but what if...
I know. What's the purpose of the handle, right?
Well, not only that, what if, like, do you drink coffee?
No, that's the thing.
Oh, okay. See, I do sometimes. So if it's, like, really hot, what the fuck's the point
most things
of
that I drink are cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're not drinking anything hot,
That
I
makes
get
sense.
doing this, but
Yeah.
I do, so I grab it.
Okay.
And then I see people, like, you grabbed it with 3 fingers and they leave their pinky out. Like, I've seen that, and I get it because the handle's not big and all that stuff,
Yeah.
which is fine. But I have seen people where I know they can't fit all 4 fingers, but they still do it like this.
Right.
And I'm like, wait, why? Who are you trying to impress?
Right. It's like, oh, you can fit all... Like, what's the goal there? What do you gain from that?
I can make a dirty joke.
Right,
I'm
you
not going
could.
to.
No, yeah. I had a... Yeah.
What are you doing? 2 fingers. What? Come on. Jeez.
Off to a great start.
Oh man. So dude, all right. So again, for those who maybe didn't watch Alek episode,
I don't know why you haven't. Maybe it's the audio, but I don't.
Beyond me, I don't know. But this dude is about to be a future NASCAR racer. I'm already putting it there publicly.
I appreciate that.
Dude, you're gonna make it. Like I was just telling my roommate, literally, he was like, "Who are you having on today?" And I was like, "My buddy Alek. He was on the show before. I owe him another episode since I botched the audio." And
that's the only reason I'm back.
Yeah. After this, I'm never gonna have you on
Okay.
until you become a racer,
Right,
and then you can
that's what I
bring some
thought.
more
Right.
public.
Unless I can
eyes.
help you out, you're not gonna have me on again.
Why do I need you?
I respect that. I respect that. That's a power move.
Dude, real quick, I have a friend who I was talking to her about this. She was like, "You're mean to your friends." I'm like, "Yeah, like what are you talking about? They're mean to me too." Like that's the whole.
Once you recognize that's the relationship, then it's fine.
I was like, "No, you need to watch out if I never joke with you, if I'm just 100% always polite with you, not even in a business settings, or I just never talk to you because I'm not comfortable with you."
It's like that's when you should be concerned.
Yeah. But if I rip on you and stuff like that, one, it's a rite of passage. But if I rip on you and you're able to rip on me and we laugh about it, that's different. But then if an outside person, somebody who I don't know, comes and
Starts
rips
rips
on, like say we're at a bar, right?
Yeah.
And somebody comes and rips on you.
Yeah.
The first thing I'm gonna do is, yo, Alek, you know who this guy is? And then the moment you go like, yeah, I know him, I'll be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
it's all good. But if he rips on you and I'm like, yo, Alek, you know him, and you say, no, I don't know him, I'm like,
you gotta earn that, right?
You gotta earn that.
You can't just come in here.
Go to any bar and just try to rip on people.
Right.
It's not that they can't take it. It's, wait, who are you?
Right. Yeah, that's funny.
So anyway, you're gonna be a NASCAR driver,
Yes, I am.
A NASCAR racer. Is it a
They
racer?
both work. They both work. Just don't call it a NASCAR. It's a NASCAR race car.
Okay, before you answer this, what does NASCAR again mean? Hold on, don't answer it. Does it stand for? Let me see if I can get it.
Did you do your research?
No, I didn't.
Oh boy.
Why would I? Like, I
don't know. You're having me on the show. I thought maybe you'd do
You're
your
the
research.
encyclopedia for this.
Okay, I don't know about that.
All right, so NASCAR, it stands for North America Speed Car Accelerating Racing.
None of that was right.
I was close, right?
Okay, fine. The last letter was right. I'm trying to give you some credit here. And
National Association Speedway.
Okay, now you got 3 letters.
Cars.
Right. Oh,
are
you were close.
Rad.
Perfect. Yeah, no, it's the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing.
Damn, I was not gonna get.
I mean, you got 3 in like multiple tries. You got 3 letters in multiple tries.
I was not gonna get it, dude.
But that's what it is, yeah.
And it's a NASCAR car or NASCAR
Correct,
race
because
car.
if you just say
or how we joke, NASCAR car.
NASCAR car.
NASCAR car.
Because if you just say I'm driving a NASCAR, you're driving a National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, and I was not gonna get auto.
Yeah. So
NASCAR car.
It's a NASCAR car.
I
NASCAR
want
race
a
car.
NASCAR car. One day you're gonna drive a NASCAR car.
Correct. I'm gonna be a NASCAR car driver.
A NASCAR car driver. when I post it, I'm gonna put NAS space car space car NASCAR car.
NASCAR car. Perfect.
I'm gonna start a movement.
There you go.
When you become a racer and I hold out a sign, I'm gonna put,
NASCAR.
Yo, my buddy Alek is a NASCAR car driver.
Perfect.
Racer.
Perfect.
There we
I will
go.
sign it. I will go to the stands and sign it for you.
Dude, and then I was joking with some people saying, and we were joking around this at work, that when you have an actual car, whatever the price is, like the minimal price to put like a sponsor.
Yeah, a little logo or decal.
Yeah, watch it be like on the low end $1,000 for this size.
Oh,
literally
yeah.
for this size.
Honestly, probably.
I would so do it, and I would put it like somewhere stupid, like on the gas tank kind of thing. I would put it right there, and then over time, that's how you know my success is. The symbol starts
It gets
getting
bigger and bigger and bigger.
bigger.
Okay.
Till it's on the hood of the car.
There you go.
Yeah,
I like that progression.
But I'm a ball out. I'm gonna be like that $1,000 little sponsored
There you
little
go.
tiny thing. I'm like, I'm sorry. Do you have your symbol on a NASCAR car? I
Right.
didn't think so.
I will gladly take a picture next to it and everything. I'll send it to you. Yeah.
Oh my god,
We'll get that
yes.
thing going.
I cannot wait for
That's
the day.
hilarious.
But dude, but yes, you're gonna be a future NASCAR driver. Like, I would bet money on that. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. You recently, you do. I don't know what the name is. I know you go to Atlanta Motor Speedway. What is the league called?
So I go to Atlanta Motorsports Park, which is
damn.
about an hour north of where I live, and I do a rental go-kart series is what I do. The league.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the rental go-kart league
Nice.
at Atlanta Motorsports Park.
And you just did, what is a 6-hour race?
Yeah, that was 2 Saturdays ago.
Damn.
Endurance 6-hour race.
Okay, so talk about this. So is it right now, because I know some people are going to have this question, 6-hour race. So do you guys take a break, or is it just...
There's no breaks. It's just we had...
Besides the brakes on the car. What's up?
And sometimes they don't work. No, so we had 3 people on our team. And so we tried to divide it up kind of evenly. And it wasn't like you race for 2 hours, someone else races for 2 hours, and then they finish it off 2 hours. We did it like 40 minutes, 20 minutes. Like we broke it up depending on how we were feeling in terms of fatigue and stuff. I got to start the race.
But you as an individual, you get to make that choice.
As a team, you get to make that choice.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, my wrists were the worst part of it. Like the way I held the wheel for like hours and hours. Like my wrist hurt. I had to come in, and they were like, "Do you want to go back out there?" And I was like, I wanted to say yes, but I was like, "Nah, y'all got it. Y'all got." I didn't tell them why. I was like, "Nah, we can switch right now. It's okay." But like my wrists were killing me at that point, just because like turning the wheel the whole time.
I mean, there's good on you for having that mindset. There's no real victory to muscle through it. Like you got to be a team.
I mean, if you're losing time, then you're gonna lose a race. So, so we divided it like 40 minutes to start,
but it is 6 hours continuous, not
nonstop.
Like, even with the team, we're only gonna do for like 2 hours, and then we're gonna take a break. Everybody gets a recess.
Right. No, there was no break.
Use the restroom or
there was no break.
That's what I'm talking about.
It was awesome. It was such a cool experience. I've never done endurance racing before, and neither have them. So this was our first endurance race, and in our class we got second place. So
that's what's
we'll take it. I mean, we could have had first. There was a penalty that we got just for being rookies. Like we didn't know the rules fully at the beginning of the race, and we blew through a stop sign on pit road. So we lost a lap on that. But I mean, we could have had first, but it's okay. It's a learning experience.
So wait, were you on at first?
We were in first, yeah.
And then that penalty happened.
And then the penalty happened.
Damn. See, but take that as a victory though. Like if that did not happen, you would have gotten it.
Believe me, I'm trying to think about like nothing but the positives here.
I know.
Yeah. I'm not.
I know you're beating yourself more.
Like the thing is, I didn't get the penalty. It was the teammate of mine.
Oh.
So like, I'm like, I mean, I was mad in the moment, but like, I can't change it, and like, of course, he didn't mean to do it on purpose. So
yeah,
it's just part of it.
So none of you guys has ever done it.
Correct.
Did you guys know each other? Did you guys have a hand in picking your team?
So we've participated in the rental kart league together, and they did the endurance race at the same track. So they were different karts. They were faster and handled better. But we all met at the rental kart league at that track, and we were like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And we were like, "Yeah, we've never done it before. Why not?" So.
Okay, so you basically you guys had a say in the team building, not just like, we're assigning.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you can pick your drivers. We all all our names start with the letter A, so we called ourselves AAA. Yeah, and we had like I made a sign like and it said AAA on top. Yeah, so that was cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So like this is just ignorant me. I don't know anything about racing and stuff like that. Just know cars go fast.
They do go fast.
So how, besides like, you opened my eyes with NASCAR, like the actual, league, the actual sport, and the team with the pit and with the driver and with the coach communicating with you. But how is it with the go-kart league? Like, obviously with endurance, you have, 3 racers,
right? Like
at least 3 racers. And you talked about your wrists, clamping up.
Yeah.
So is there some strategy? Is there some team talk that you guys are having? It's like, okay, I'll go first. I'll race for as long as I can. Right. And then you got to be ready.
There was so much strategy. And that was honestly the hardest part because we've never done that before. So we didn't know how to divide up the 6 hours. So we had a requirement of 15 pit stops to make throughout the whole. Every driver had to. Every team had to.
So you have to make 15 pit stops?
And so...
Why?
I honestly have no idea. I think it should have been like 10 or something.
But like, why a requirement?
Well,
like,
we had to switch carts for fueling because the carts would not last 6 hours on 1 tank of gas.
I get that.
So we had to switch carts.
But what if you're able to make it in 10 pit stops? So now it's like, oh, hey, I didn't need to use that.
Honestly, 5. I really wish it was like that.
Yeah.
Because towards the end of the race, we were literally just pitting just to hit numbers.
Yeah.
Like, so you had to make, what was it? 3 required fuel stops, which were 4 minutes and 20 seconds. But then you had to make regular stops, which could be either a driver change or you stop and go.
Yeah.
And like continue. And those were 20 seconds. So literally towards the end of the race, we had to like bring our guys in and be like, just do the 20 seconds and go back out. Do the 20 seconds, go back out. I know that you want to be out there longer. And that was the annoying part of like trying to calculate because like I've said, we've never done that before. So we literally just had a piece of paper of I drove 15 boxes and just checking them off. I was like, are we good? Are we good? Are we good? And that was the annoying part, other than like worrying about fuel and stuff. But
because you knew you had it.
Yeah. So I wish it was like, I don't know, at least 10, maybe 15. Just seemed like a lot.
Overkill. Yeah.
Over 6 hours. Yeah.
Okay, so how'd you guys decide on like who goes first, second, third? Was there any strategy on that? Just flip a coin?
It was supposed to be fastest lap in qualifying between the three of us. They would start first. And I was like a 10th off. Like, so 0.1 off of the fastest between the two. But I was like, I really want to do the start. Like, I really want to do the start because it was Le Mans style. So in the 24 hours of Le Mans.
What's that?
It's an endurance race in France.
Okay.
It's a 24 hours of sports cars.
Nice.
And so they start outside of their car. Like, have you seen Speed Racer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know how they run to their cars?
Yeah.
That's what we had to do.
Yeah.
So our carts were on the other side of the track, and they were like, they waved the green flag, and we literally had to run across the track and jump into the carts and go. That was a lot of fun. It felt epic. Yeah, it felt so epic. Like, I looked to my right, and I just see a line of drivers. I look to my left, I see another line of drivers. We're just all like peeked over, like in the starting position, and then we just start going.
Were you a little bit tempted? You won't do it because you're a civilized dude. Would you think about tripping somebody?
I did.
I would have.
But there was so I actually started next to a NASCAR driver.
Oh wait, yeah. Okay,
this is different. This is
okay.
Different. I started next to a NASCAR driver that I watched as a kid. His name is Bill Lester. He's one of like the only African Americans who's ever raced in NASCAR.
Nice.
And I was like, in the drivers' meeting, I kept looking over. I was like, I was like, in my head, I was like, that looks like Bill Lester, but I'm not gonna say nothing until I'm like for sure.
Oh, so you weren't sure?
No, I wasn't. I was just like, this could be really bad or really good. So I just kept looking over.
Is that?
I was like,
go. Oh wait, you get distracted.
I was like, is this? And then after a while, I overheard their conversations, and they ended up talking about NASCAR. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is Bill Lester. So I go over to him in the drivers' meeting, and I'm like, Hi, Bill Lester. I'm Alek. Nice to meet you. I've watched you as a kid, blah, 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 blah. He was like, oh, nice to meet you. Like, that's really cool. And I was like, yeah, it is. I was totally not expecting this guy to be at the endurance race I was at. And then we ended up starting next to each other, and I gave him a fist bump before the race and said good luck. And he said good luck back. And I was like, I just had a moment. Like, yeah, it was cool. So, yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to trip him. Because he's an older man.
You see this older dude, and it's all like, yeah, I could trip him. He's like, wait a minute, is that? Well, I can't trip him.
Yeah. But it was
I'll trip you.
It was a lot of fun. I actually got the footage on my GoPro.
Oh man, I'm gonna try to put it here as we're talking.
So that was cool. I had the start and most of my stints.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah.
Was he the only NASCAR?
The one that as far as I know.
Yeah.
He was the only one there.
How many racers were there?
So teams, there was like 20. But some teams had 3 people, some teams had 6.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, there were a lot of people there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, but a team of, you said 20?
So like 20 teams were entered.
Yeah.
But some teams had like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
or
yeah. No, I'm not talking about people. I'm just talking about
like 20
teams.
20 teams.
So
total.
20 carts on the road.
20 carts, yes.
The fact that you came in second, my dude.
In my class.
Oh.
I got 8th overall.
Oh, okay. See, now
so they divided it into like master and like rookie.
Okay, so you're not racing. You're technically not racing with everybody on the road.
No, you are. It's just time-wise. So everyone is out on track, and you're racing behind people that are slower than you. You're racing behind people that are faster than you, but they divided it up to like, so we were in the rookie class because we've never done it before. Mm-hmm. So we decided to do rookie class, and so there were rookie, like master, pro, semi-pro
that are on the same road as you're racing with them.
Correct.
But you're technically not racing them.
Technically. I mean, if you want the overall win.
That's what. Okay, yes. Okay.
Like, you can still win overall. It doesn't.
Basically, in layman's terms, I'm picturing Mario Kart. Like, everybody on the screen, you are racing. So, like.
Yeah. So, like, Bill Lester was a master class. That's what he was entered in as. but I was literally like racing right on him. I was bump drafting him throughout the entire track, just trying to gain speed.
Yeah.
So like you're still racing different classes, but
Yeah.
that was the hard part too.
You're physically racing them, but you're in your league, in your class, you're not competing with them.
Yeah.
So when you came in second, you're not coming in second in overall.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was the hard part, honestly, because
but like, still that's even impressive because there are obstacles. Basically.
Yeah, there were like 9 teams in our class.
Okay.
In rookie class, so we got second out of 9, which is still, I think, impressive.
No, for sure it's still impressive.
Yeah.
Because again, they're almost like obstacles.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Like, some of them were literally like moving roadblocks. Yeah. Some of them were so slow. Like it was ridiculous. I was like, why are you this slow? We all have the same car. It was annoying at times. This guy literally drove me off the road, and I was like, "What are you doing? Like you're so slow." And I didn't flick him off, but like I wanted to. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well, you know what? At first I was like, "Oh wait, what? That's a bummer." But no, now that I'm thinking moving roadblocks,
oh, it's harder. Yeah.
That's more exciting.
Yeah, and it was difficult because like we tried to figure out what numbers, because there's the numbers on the carts. Like we were number 20. It was a random draw of like what number you get, and so we
you were begging for that number 8, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah,
I drove number 8 in practice. I was like, I have to drive number 8. Someone was in front of me, and I was like, move. Like I was like, this is my cart.
It was my cart.
Yeah, I mean, it's my favorite number. I have to.
Yeah,
but so yeah, with our team members, we had to figure out who was in our class, and we would write the number on the sign and be like 34. Like you're racing the 34 car. If you see him, pass him. Like that's who you're racing for first. And like it helped to figure out who we were actually racing for position on track versus just passing cars.
Yeah. Besides your wrist hurting, did you like have to use the bathroom? Like no, good.
Not while I was driving.
Yeah.
Once I got out, I went to the restroom at the facility.
Yeah,
at the track.
God, I would hate my body so much.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, if I had to like use the bathroom, I'm like, no, come on, really,
this is my moment. Yeah,
this is the reason why I have to go to a pit stop.
Legit, yeah,
not like I'm injured kind of thing. Yeah, because I don't blame you with the wrist, because that's going to affect your turns. That's going to affect the race.
Yeah,
and then like, oh, my body's letting me down. It's like, oh, we have to release some liquids and stuff. It's like, oh.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was not gonna pit if I had to. Yeah, honestly, I just would have held it for like 30 minutes to an hour. But yeah, so the next day was horrible. I woke up, my whole body was sore. Like,
see, it's funny because
it was horrible.
It's funny because, like, again, somebody like me doesn't know anything about racing, and probably people who are gonna watch this are gonna be like, "You're just sitting
right. Why are you sore?
Why are you sore?" Yeah. But you did tell me some of the workout plans, especially when I watched like Days of Thunder.
Yeah,
shout out the hat.
Yeah.
You did tell me like, no, you do have to be physically fit. Yeah. and have to endure heat and stuff like that.
Yeah, because we had the full on fire suits.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We had the fire suits, the racing shoes, the helmets. We had everything, the gloves. So like, it wasn't not hot. It was even though it was still like 65 degrees outside. It felt like 100. Like when I had everything on. Yeah,
dude, it's the same with it's funny because it's the same with snowboarding, like, and people who go skiing and stuff.
Yeah,
that you would think, oh, all you're doing is just going down, and yes, you are, but it's still a physical activity.
Yeah,
and sooner or later, you don't care about the cold. If anything, when you're on the ski lift waiting to go up, you unzip your jacket and you open it up, and then like steam starts coming out. You're just like,
that's crazy.
It's such a cool feeling though. Oh man.
No, yeah, I mean, there was definitely a moment while I was racing where I didn't feel the heat anymore. I was just like, okay, this is what I'm doing.
You were having a heat stroke.
yeah, I was dying in the process. Actually, no, I you don't feel it after a while. Your body gets used to it. Like I felt the sweat like drip down my back, and I was just like, whatever. Like that's part of it.
That's
like,
part of it.
Yeah.
That would suck if you had a teammate who was like a super germaphobe and stuff. Yeah. It's like, dude, I got to pit. Take over. Oh, yeah. Alek, you were sweating so much. It's like, fucking go. It's like, oh, like, can we get like some Kleenex and stuff? It's like, we are losing precious time.
I would not be on that team. I would not have that person as a teammate.
I would kick him off and get on the cart again.
Oh,
It's like,
100%.
you know what? I just needed
Yeah.
a quick stretch. Let's go.
For sure. But no, I woke up the next day, like, my knees hurt, my ribs hurt, my arms hurt.
Your ribs hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, God,
my neck
ow.
hurt. My neck hurt.
I can see your neck. I'm just saying. Like,
No, yeah, the
surprised
ribs, because, like, there were no seatbelts on these carts.
There weren't?
No, we're going 60 miles an hour with no seatbelts. That was cool. I was like, okay, I kind of feel like a badass right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're racing other carts at 60 miles an hour.
All go-karts have, like, at least a lap
No.
seatbelts.
No, these
Nothing.
didn't. That's what made it really easy with switching drivers. Because you literally just got out and hopped back in. You didn't have to worry about seatbelts. So, yeah, but the way that they were kind of molded to, like, the general idea of what a driver size would look like.
Yeah.
So around turns, like, it would, like, dig into your ribs just to help you turn. But, yeah, over time, you started to feel that. And, like, I had my knee pinned up against the gas tank in certain turns just to help the turning radius. And the morning after I woke up, my knees were, like, killing me. I was like,
damn, dude.
Yeah, everything hurt, but it was totally worth it. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure you didn't get in the wrong profession?
No, I love this. I love this to death. It is amazing, yeah.
Oh, man. I want to meet that one person who's, like, so into NASCAR and be like, yeah, it's what I want to do, wake up sore. I need to pick a different profession. This was not it.
Maybe a desk job it is, right? Yeah.
I want to push pencils. Like, this was not it.
No, but
what the hell was I thinking?
So for my first endurance race, I had a great time. It was amazing.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
And
if my voice sounds like crap, I'm sorry.
Well, you were at the Braves game. We're
I
going to talk a
was.
little bit about that in a
I
second.
was, yeah.
Are you able to communicate with your team? Did you have a...
Not this one.
So another race you were able to?
The one in Charlotte, I was.
Oh, talk about that.
The Charlotte one?
Yeah.
So this one was the karting
against cancer.
Yeah, so it was the whole thing was for ovarian cancer. Like, all the money went to it and everything. This one was, like, the best day of my life.
I know it because you talked a little bit about it at work, so I want you to go in full detail.
Yeah, this is literally, like, the best day of my life. So...
I want you to talk. I want you to start from the very beginning, dude. Very. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'll go even farther than that.
Okay.
So I knew that Martin Truex Jr., my favorite active NASCAR driver, he has a foundation, the Martin Truex Jr. Foundation, that helps with ovarian cancer research because his girlfriend Sherry had ovarian cancer and she beat it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So he's had...
I went really quick from oh no to oh hell yeah.
yeah. But so he's held this event, the Karting Against Cancer.
Nice.
For, like, I think 5 years. And that's, so I was able to... I knew that it existed, and I always wanted to participate in it, but it was in Charlotte, or specifically Mooresville, which is, like, 30 minutes north of Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it's too far. But I was like, this year, I'm going to do it. So I paid the fee, all the money. I was like, cool, it's going to charity, whatever. And then I made the arrangements to Airbnb, all that jazz. I drove like 6 hours myself to Charlotte and then Mooresville. And so I get there. So I had this team. This one I was actually assigned to. Like, I didn't know these drivers at all. It was another endurance race. This one was only an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But so I was assigned to this team.
Was this before or after the 6 hours?
This was before the 6 hours.
Damn, if only you did this after the 6 hour, you're like hour 15 or
hour 30.
Hour and 30?
Yeah.
This is nothing.
Yeah. So, no, I told him, I was like, I have a 6 hour next week. Blah, blah, blah. This is nothing. But yeah. So I get there. I don't know anybody. This is the first time I've been to the track. It's cool. Like, I've seen videos of it. I watched footage of it just to, in my head, mentally prepare, like, where to brake and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
But
look at you studying. It's almost like you care about this.
I know, right? It's almost like I want to do this for a living or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I get there. I stand next to these two guys, which actually happen to be my teammates, but I don't know that. So I stand in line, and I'm like, okay, where do I sign in? I'm texting my teammates as they're standing next to me. I'm like, hey guys, I'm here. And they're like, okay, cool. Go to the garage, where our cart is, and we'll meet there. And I was like, okay, cool. Where are you guys? I get to the garage, and they're like, were you just standing next to us like 5 minutes ago? I was like, yeah, whoops, my bad.
That was a different guy.
Yeah, I should have been like, no, that wasn't me. Yeah, but I was like, oh, okay. So I introduced myself to Philip and Felipe. They were my teammates. Philip, what a guy. Oh my gosh. That guy basically runs the place.
Oh, nice.
And knew everybody from the freaking workers that worked there to the drivers that were there to Sherry herself, the one who, this is for. And gosh. Okay, so I
Talk about it.
I know. It's like, so I introduced myself to Philip, and he's like, yeah, and people are literally coming up to him to say hi. Like NASCAR drivers and people at the event. And I'm like, how do you know like everybody? And he's like, I don't know, I just do. And he's like,
what a humble answer.
I know. He's like, do you want me to introduce you to these people? And I was like,
oh, well, I don't know. Yes.
I was like, I mean, I guess. Like, yeah, why not? We're here, right? So the first person that he introduced me to was Sherry, Martin Truex Jr.'s girlfriend. Like, I shook her hand. Be like,
oh, so you met her?
Yeah.
Hey.
I shook her hand, like, introduced myself. She was like, I'm glad you're here, like, supporting this. And I was like, yeah, I'm happy to be here. Yada, yada, yada. And we talked for a little bit. She's super nice. Like, one of the nicest people I've ever met. And then, of course, Martin Truex Jr. was close. He's like, do you want to meet Martin? And I was like, I guess, I guess.
Yes. I mean,
I'm totally not wearing his shirt underneath my hoodie right now, but
you like unzip it, like,
right?
I guess.
Yeah. So I introduced myself to him. I shook his hand. He was like, "Nice to meet you," and I was like, "Yeah, totally nice to meet you for the first time, Martin Truex Jr." Even though I met him like 2 times before this.
Yeah.
But so the entire day, I played it cool. Like, I didn't ask for any autographs. I didn't ask for any pictures. I just wanted to be and feel like one of the guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad that I did that, because the memories that I have in my head are like so much better than I could have imagined. Like, I was having full-on conversations about racing with Martin Truex Jr. Like, we were the same person.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah, he was like standing right next to me. We were talking just about race. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, in my head, I was freaking out.
Did he ever say anything like, oh, how'd you feel about this event kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And he was like,
know.
and he was like, what karts are good? Like, he was asking, because we did practice before. He was like, what go-karts are good? Which ones do you recommend me getting it? And I was like,
getting your opinion.
Yeah. I was like,
that's dope.
I was like, this one. And he was like, okay, nice to know that. I was like, what is happening? And then so Philip introduced me to another NASCAR driver that I love, Noah Gregson. He races for Junior Motorsports. And so we were, that's actually a funny story. We were in the lobby waiting to register for one of the practice sessions.
Mm-hmm.
And Noah Gregson is eating an ice cream cone. just like, oh yeah, okay, way to pregame. Like, what a thing to eat before you go race. And so Philip like goes over to him. He's like, oh, look, you trying to make weight? Like, so Noah comes over. He's still eating the ice cream cone. He's like, hey, how are y'all? Philip goes, nice. I'm good. This is Alek, Noah, Alek. And I was like, we shook each other's hands. He was like, nice to meet you. And I was like, yeah, nice to meet you. Like, again, I didn't say, hey, you're one of my favorite drivers. Hey, I've been watching you for the past couple of years. You're great. I just want to like, yeah, like, nice to meet you. I'm here to have fun, just like everybody else. And we kept talking again. And I just got to have full-on conversations with these NASCAR drivers that I never would have expected.
That is so dope.
Yeah. And that was like the first 2 hours that I got there. I was there for like 6 hours. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we did that. We got the introductions out of the way. Then we did practice sessions. That was fun. I got to learn the course, the track. I actually love it. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of technical, not as technical as AMP, Atlanta Motorsports Park, the one that I do now. Mm-hmm. But they were the same karts that the rental kart is. Mm-hmm. So like, I knew how they handled, which was great because I went in there completely blind, other than the research that I did, the film that I watched. But yeah, I love that track. We did a lot of practice sessions. That one we had communication in our helmets because this guy's like a freaking professional. Philip, yeah. I love this guy, Philip. Like, what a guy. Oh my gosh. So yeah, he pulls me off to his garage. He's like, here, give me your helmet real quick. He puts like the earmuffs in, connects the radio, the microphone.
Did you bring your helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, with the Rex. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the.
So that had communication.
They put it into it. Yeah.
My dude.
He like taped it on the sides. I was like, this is so sick. Yeah. So I'm literally going.
Are you crying? No.
No. I'm just having a really good time. So
a little crying.
So we get out on track, and he's like, "All right, ready? Watch me." I was like, I could hear him in my ear as we're literally on track, and I was literally just following him, trying to learn the track. And
it was like practice. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we were communicating. I was like, okay, cool. How do I drive this? How do I drive that?
So this is before the race, like, so you're on the track kind of by yourself?
No, I mean everyone practiced.
Yeah, okay.
Like together on the same track.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Dude, that is so
I love
cool.
thinking about that day. That's like one of the best days of my life for sure.
I mean, I totally get it that you didn't want to, be too starstruck and ask for autographs and stuff. But damn, I wish I was there with you, like, so I could take pictures for you, videos and stuff. Yeah. And then, like, as you walk away, be like, hey, he's never gonna say it, so I'm gonna say, can I get an autograph for him? It's not for me, it's for him. But I think you're awesome too. But let me just get an autograph for him.
I mean, even Philip was like afterwards. He was like, your smile was like infectious. Because I was just.
You do have a great smile, man.
Thanks, man.
But
I just meant it like I was literally just walking around with like the biggest grin on my face, meeting all these. I was like, "Hey, nice to meet you." Like, yeah.
No, it's funny because a friend of mine, she gave me this book. I have it upstairs. It's like how to make friends, basically, and I was just like, this is the dumbest book ever.
Right,
like,
with a name like that.
Before opening it, I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. It's not hard to make friends.
Right.
And like, I'll show you after the show. It's like things that like doesn't need to be said. It's like these are common sense things. And then one of them was like, oh, smile. And I'm like, who is the idiot that it's like comes up to you is like, yo, Alek, how do I make friends? And then you go like, I don't know. How about you smile? You never smile. And be like, I never thought of that. Really? Smile?
Yeah.
Like, people like that? Not just like,
well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, a lot of common sense is sadly not that common.
Yeah. I want to change. I want to start a petition to call it Super Sense. So I can, like, at least feel like a superhero.
Right.
Just a little bit.
There you go. But talk about superheroes. You blew my mind with that mascot thing.
Okay, so yeah, all right.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and tell the audience this.
Yeah.
So
if you put them side by side, they're the same.
What?
Like stat wise.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So go ahead and tell them.
That was so funny. Your reaction. I wish I got that on video. So all right, audience, listen. We have a real life superhero in the world. No, it's not our, the police officers, the doctors, the nurses, even though they're awesome, the military men, they're all awesome, but they're not the superheroes. The actual superheroes are sports mascots. Think about this for a second.
Hear me out.
Hear me out. I'm not going crazy. Hear me out. Think about this for a second. Okay. Do you know the identity of the mascots? We know superhero, like we know Bruce Wayne is Batman, but like in their universe, they don't know who
the
Batman
grand majority do not know.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a secret identity. We don't know who's the mascot, right? Like I'm pretty sure I think I did, but Google it. Google who's the mascot for the Atlanta Hawks or for the Braves. Like nobody knows. Only like a small group of people know. So secret identity. Everybody knows them and they're loved. We know Batman. We love Batman. So like he's beloved. Mm-hmm. Same with the mascots. They're beloved. And what was the third one? Totally forgot. They have Nemesis. They have an arch rival.
Yeah.
So right there,
the enemy team.
So right there, we got Batman and Joker and all that stuff. We got like I don't know who's the Hawks rivals. Do you know?
If you do Braves, I can do like Phillies.
Braves, okay, Philly, and stuff like that. So right there, stats wise, 3 points. Mascots are real life superheroes. Just saying.
I agree.
There we go.
That was quite a moment I had at work.
Yeah,
that realization.
It was so random. I just like brought that up randomly. You were just like, wait,
Yeah, that realization that you gave me. Yeah. But so the karting event was super fun. I got to meet so many different NASCAR drivers. I got to race with them. That was like the best part.
Ooh, that being said, did you even though it was go-karts,
Mhm.
did you see like the skill gap level where?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But the problem was, so they try to tune the carts to be all the same, right?
Mhm.
But there's human error involved. So some of the carts were faster than others. But what they did was they auctioned off those fast carts for charity. So we did qualifying. Everyone knew what the fast carts were, like number-wise.
Mhm.
They didn't change the numbers. And so they auctioned them off. They're like the first 3. And so that was funny because my teammate, Philip, he was like, okay, I brought $200 to buy the fastest cart, right? Like, we can do this. Like, we'll get it. We'll win. Sherry,
I like where this is going.
the Sherry is like, so they asked Sherry, like, how much for starting a cart, right? She's like, I don't know. Starting bid $3,000. And I was like, if this wasn't going to charity, I was about to be very upset that they're rigging this rate. But no, so that was funny. So the first one went for like 3,500. The second one went for like 3. The next one went for like 2,500. And then they did buying laps. So if you get lapped, either, I don't know, you pit too long or your cart is too slow compared to the fastest cart, you get lapped. You could buy your laps back. And so Philip was like, yeah, guys, I still got my $200. He was expecting like $25 a lap. Then again, they asked Sherry again. They're like, so how much to buy a lap? She's like, let's call it even, $100. So he's like, all right, guys, you can only go 2 laps down.
I can buy 2 laps.
Yeah, so he was expecting like $25 a lap, but it was $100 a lap. So again, it all went to charity, so that was fun.
Yeah.
We ended up finishing.
Guys, I got 200. I don't know what you guys are gonna put in, but I got 200 to put in. It's gonna be 3,000. So I got 200.
Right.
We're halfway there.
What can I get with 200?
I can get a wheel.
Yeah,
I can get
exactly.
a premium
That's
wheel.
what it sounds. That's how NASCAR works. Yeah, that's funny. But
I can fill up a tank of gas. Damn.
So we ended up finishing 4th overall. So that was cool.
Out of how many?
Like 20.
That's badass.
Yeah, so that was fun.
I gave you praises at work. I wanted to go ahead and make it public that because we talked about this in the first interview that, man, just like we were talking about NASCAR instead of go-karts, the amount of skill that it takes, because, man, here's this like stomach sinking feeling is somebody has to be first, and on the flip side, somebody has to be last.
Yeah.
And here's some of the best racers, and so here you are with a bunch of people, and you're a rookie. Here you are coming in like 4th, 2nd. You're not coming in last and stuff and be like, oh, I got some work to do. So whatever you're doing, it's working. You just need to refine it, and there's a little bit of luck involved. I get that,
Right.
but
yeah,
whatever you're doing is working. Just keep at that, man. Keep at it.
I appreciate that.
Jeez,
yeah.
dude, like
It feels good. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I want to interview the guy who came in last. Was like, yo, what's going on in your mind right now?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's crazy and I'm fine finishing 4th in this race because we have a good story. Because Noah Gregson, the guy that I've raced with or that I met and all that jazz, one of my favorite drivers. I'm just gonna say that. So he was behind us. So we were in 3rd with like 3 laps to go in the event. He was in 4th. So his cart was a little bit faster than ours. But literally going down the front straightaway, I see him peek over out of his chair and literally grab onto our cart and pull it to pass us.
What
I see this with my own eyes. He goes, and I was like, what just happened? Like, how? First of all, how? Where did he get this monster strength from? I mean, he's not the Hulk or anything. Like, I was like, what just happened? And then I told my teammate on the radio, I was like, Noah literally just pulled you. He's like, what? I was like, no, he literally peeked out of his seat, put his hand on your cart.
Alek, you're breaking up. Did you say he pulled you?
Yeah.
He pulled the cart.
He literally pulled the cart.
Is it moving?
And passed us. And I was just like, what just happened? So for that reason, I'm fine getting 4th. Just for that great story of freaking Noah Gregson literally pulling the cart past us.
How bad do you want third place? I pulled a moving cart.
Right.
That's how bad I wanted it.
Yeah. So
What the?
I love that story. I love that I have that.
I wouldn't even be mad too.
I wasn't.
Honestly, like I would stop motion. I would take my foot off the gas and be like, I need to think about this. Did that just happen?
Right. Yeah.
What?
So that was cool. I was like, I'm okay with it. Yeah.
He wanted it that bad.
He wanted it that bad.
Damn.
And I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah.
I told him afterwards, I was like, I respect that move. And he was like, yeah.
I respect any power move. Like,
That was a literal power move.
Literal power move. Holy shit.
It.
Wow.
Yeah. So then after the event, I got an official picture with Truex, Sherry, and then my teammates. So that was cool. That was the only picture I have.
Yeah.
It's the only picture I have of the day with Truex and Sherry, but I'm going to print it out and frame it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I was about to say, like, yeah, it's great to have that on Insta, but you got to frame it.
Yeah.
So that way you can wake up, have it on your nightstand and be like,
I did that.
I did that.
It's amazing me how much progress I've made even since the last interview.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Because
that was like, what, 3 months ago? 2.5, 3?
Somewhere around there. Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, I'm pretty sure you weren't doing the Go-Kart League. Not
wasn't.
Yet. And now you've done so much.
Yeah. The anticipation was I'm going to start this Go-Kart League. And now I've done three seasons of that league. And I've done the endurance races. One with NASCAR drivers. So,
see, and if people are watching this again, and I'm not saying this like I'm not saying this because I'm your friend, but also the thing is, like I was always preaching like when like in my show, there's not necessarily a theme kind of, but one thing I'd say it's like, hey, if somebody was, wanting to do what you want to do, how would they get started? You literally just got to put yourself out there and start. And look at, from the interview we did, the first interview, you didn't do anything, but you wanted to. And then you started.
Yeah.
And now you have something tangible to work on, but you see progress. Like you actually see tangible progress.
Yeah.
That's amazing, dude. Yeah. And I remember when you did the Go-Kart League, I think the first one you came in third.
Yeah.
And then you came in second. And I was like, that's fucking progress right there, man. Like that made me so happy. Yeah. I was like, you're so close. You're so freaking close. You're about to get first. Like, see, that is what I praise. I love it. I love when anybody starts something and if they gain just a little bit and they're like, oh, it's not big. I came in third. Now I came in second. You didn't come in third again. You came in second. That's something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna say, and you just gotta start.
You just gotta start.
Even if it's like the littlest step of like, okay, writing it down, or like doing research where you can do certain things, like where you could race or whatever you want to do, where you can game, where you can, I don't know, buy art products, whatever you want to do. You just write it down and do step by step by step by step. Yeah, because that's all you got to do.
The only thing I will push back a little bit is I would say don't even write it down yet. The only reason why is because I feel like, especially in the creative world, whatever it is, people psych themselves out too much, especially with equipment, for example.
Right.
Like with the podcast, like I would say, it's kind of pricey if somebody wanted to start, and I did it on the budget end. It still was like around $1,000, a little bit more. And if somebody were to be like, "Oh man, well I don't have $1,000 right now," it's like, dude, don't think about that. Like, just think about the first equipment or whatever. Yeah. The first thing, just start. Yeah. And then work your way up.
I mean, and you can still use that of like, okay, how are you going to get that $1,000?
Yeah.
Like, work for it.
Like, put money
aside and baby steps and you'll get there. So it's like, don't expect to be at the top of your profession immediately.
Yeah. Sooner, like, you're going to always battle that because you want it.
Oh, of course.
But, but that's a good drive to have because it's like, damn it, I want the top right now.
Yeah.
Well, keep at what you're doing now because sooner or later you will be. The difference between a winner and a quitter or a winner and a loser is a loser at one point gives up and becomes a quitter. The winner had a losing moment, but it was like, no, I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
Like, and it fueled them to keep going. It's cliche as hell, but it's true as hell.
No, it really is. And this year for me was the year of doing things. Like, I've done so much. I'm honestly proud of myself of like what I was able to do this year. Because I used to be like, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, but I just never did.
Yeah.
So like,
Same.
First it was, I don't know, getting the tattoo. Then it was skydiving with y'all. Like, I've always wanted to do that, but I wanted to do that since my 19th birthday. Like, I remember telling Brady about it at work when I was about to turn 19. I was like, I want to go skydiving for my birthday. Are you down?
More power to you, because you can admit that you're afraid of heights.
Oh, yeah, I am. 100%. Or I was.
You were.
Exactly. It's breaking it. Like, that's what I'm trying to do.
So more power to you. And the fact that, like, when we were on the plane and they were like, all right, who wants to go first? You were like, I want to go first, because if I don't go first, then I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, no, legit.
Power move to you, man. Like, so respect, right?
I appreciate that. But no, legit, if I didn't go first, I would have been like, if I saw y'all jump, I would have been like, all right, I'll see you at the bottom.
You just gave me the opportunity to say a funny line the moment you fell off, and I just told Brady, we lost a good one.
That's hilarious. I love that.
God, I would have felt like shit if you, God forbid. Like, there's another universe where something bad happened and that Alek did die, and then DJ says, we lost a good one. So Alek died. Fuck.
So we actually lost a good one.
We actually lost.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you were there. Like, that was such a unique experience. That was, I was afraid of heights.
You were.
I remember getting to the door, looking down, seeing nothing but earth. And I'm just like, well, I'm here. Like, I might as well. And immediately as I jumped, I got a split second of that stomach feeling. Like a split second. And then as soon as you like actually lay out, that stomach feeling's gone.
That's it. Yeah. That feeling's gone. But like, for me, it's just because, like, if I had to break it down to percent, honestly, I was 1% scared.
I was scared when we were going up, because this was not necessarily the safest plane. I mean, there was like no seatbelts. We just all sat in a row. Yeah. And they were just like, okay, hold on to each other. And,
just hold on to each other.
Yeah, get ready to jump. So it's like, I was scared like when it went ding on the way up, and I was scared when they opened the door. But
I was a little bit scared when they opened the door for the first time, because from movies and stuff, like
you get sucked out.
You get sucked out. That's the only fear I kind of had. I was
honestly
like, yo, is this safe? And then like you saw from the video where like I tripped when I was like moving towards the door, because it's such a tight space.
Yeah, for sure.
And the harness and stuff didn't help.
Yeah.
So
I know it's such an awkward walk.
It's such an awkward walk. So when I tripped, a little small part was like, fuck, I'm gonna get sucked out.
Yeah.
Like, this is how I died.
So funny. Yeah.
Oh man, like literally, like a really quick second thought was I tripped and I said, "This is how I die."
That's
and
hilarious.
So, but no, like looking, same thing where we're looking out, where our toes are pointing out.
Yeah, it's super cold.
Super cold.
Oh my gosh! God. Super cold.
But what? Honestly, like I'm not just saying this. One, I've always wanted to do this, and like it's the number one thing on my bucket list, and I had a cool instructor, so I and a cool video guide. So I was like, hey, I want to scare my mom. I want to say like, fun. No, I don't want to do it. So realizing that, I didn't have time to be scared. But of course, I was still a little bit scared. This is my first time doing it. But I was honestly 1% scared, 99%. Yes, here I am. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And for me, it didn't hit till the moment we dipped out.
Right.
And you drop so fast. Like,
dude,
I didn't realize how fast you drop. That first initial drop before you hit terminal velocity.
Yeah.
So, like, drop, and then you turn a little bit. So then when I looked up and I saw the plane, I was like, huh.
That freaked me out.
I just dropped for literally, like, half a second, and already the plane is, like, freaking gone.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, huh. But then the moment you're at your stomach and you open up, that's it.
Yeah.
The moment he tapped me and was like, all right, you can pose and stuff. Oh, I was relaxed. I was like posing for the pictures and stuff.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. As soon as we pulled the chute and you're just like gliding down. That's like the most peaceful, surreal thing in the world, dude. Oh my gosh. If I could recommend anyone go skydiving, just for that moment of just looking down at the earth and just peacefully gliding.
I almost want to open, like, in a safe distance. I almost want to open up the parachute, like, really early.
Oh.
Just to freaking glide down and be like, this is...
So you take like 20 minutes to get down?
20 minutes an hour, like, this is the...
Yeah.
But it would get way too cold.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But, oh, man, no. In skydiving is that perfect thing. Like, people only think about the actual drop.
Yeah.
But they don't think about the peaceful parachute glide.
100%.
Like,
I did not think about that at all.
I didn't think about that, to be honest. And everybody's just thinking about that and thinking about the parachute failing. Okay, on the flip side, how about you think about it not failing?
The good things, yeah.
The good things. And you literally go from like adrenaline seeking, like for 30 seconds to a minute, to the most peaceful ride of your life. Yeah. The most peaceful view, so beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Man. I love that, yeah.
Oh man. Except my first parachute experience sucked because like just the harness.
Oh yeah. The harness was a little too tight.
Hit me just in a certain spot.
To quote Spider-Man, it rode up in the crotch a little bit.
It rode up in the crotch a little bit. Like that one sucked. I was just like, whoa, pull the parachute. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Nobody laughed.
Yeah, my scream went up an octave for sure. Once they pulled that.
Yeah, God, that hurt.
The second one was
good.
Was faster though. Like it lasted 2 seconds to me.
Yeah. Did you do the tippy toe thing where you got to move forward?
Yes.
Dude, that was the coolest freaking feel. I legit...
That was so
you
sick.
Lift up just a little bit,
yeah.
You really do feel like Superman. You feel for a split second that you're flying.
100%.
Like, instead of going down, you're going up.
Yeah.
That was
cool about the second one, is that we got to do more like intricate moves.
Yeah, we got to move in the air.
I got to feel like an arrow. I was just like, it was so cool.
He was like, all right, we're going to go right. And we went right. Yeah. And then he was like, left. And then we went left. Yeah. And then he was like, all right, we're going to go forward and up a little bit. And I was like, what do you mean?
What do you mean up?
What do you mean up? He was like, do a tippy toe. And I was like, this is not going to do anything. Whoa, this is cool.
Yeah, that's sick. And then I also love when you have the chute out and you pull straight down to one side and you just corkscrew. Mm-mm. You haven't done that?
No, I did. I don't like it.
Oh, you don't like it?
I don't like spinning.
Dude, I loved it. And then you went to the other side and you corkscrewed the other way. It was so fun.
No, I like spinning.
Dude, that was, oh my gosh.
Like, I get dizzy really easily. So we did do it. We did one side and then lift up. And I was like, I'm sorry, dude. I don't want to do this the other side. I get it.
Yeah.
Pull it all the way down. You get to spin. I don't want to do it. Right. I get it.
You know what's weird? I'm still more scared of acrophobia.
What?
Than jumping out of a plane.
What?
I think it's because we don't have the parachute.
Yeah.
And we're so close to the ground. Because like by that point in skydiving, you're kind of just gliding. Mm-hmm. But in acrophobia, you just go straight down. Like that freaked me out. Not gonna lie. I was looking up at the sky because I couldn't, like, I was just looking at everybody around me. I was like, I'm not focusing on the fact that I might die. Like,
yeah.
But yeah.
I can see that.
I would rather skydive.
It's acrophobia. It's just, if you're going to do acrophobia and you've never done skydiving, do acrophobia, then do skydiving, and never go back to acrophobia.
And that's what I did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's true, because I did acrophobia
multiple times.
Yeah.
Before that, I only did acrophobia once, and then we skydove like a month later.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right, because I've done acrophobia a bunch of times, and it was all right. But now that I've done skydiving, I don't want to ever do acrophobia ever again, because what's the point?
I did like
you're just like no, that was it.
That was it. Like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I did like the I don't know what it's called, but like you sit in the swings, and it goes up. It goes up, and it like spins
the
you
carousel.
Like this, but in the air. Like this thing was high. That thing was cool.
Yeah, I can't do
I mean, it did not feel safe at all, but that thing was cool. Like it was like the lap strap was just like a metal rod that you just went like. I was just like, well, this isn't safe.
See, that's how I feel about with the Goliath. Like, screw the Goliath. I hate the Goliath.
I love the Goliath.
I will always hate the Goliath.
I was a little worried when we were front row because that lap strap was a little loose, not gonna lie.
That's what scares me. If the Goliath was itself with a harness.
Yeah, 100%. The fact that it's just the lap strap.
The lap.
Yeah. No, because legit, I remember like we made that zero gravity moment, like going up and then you lift down
up a little bit.
Yeah, and you're literally like out of your seat, and the only thing holding you in is that damn lap strap.
That's all I hold on to. I don't know.
I didn't hold on. The second time I had my hands up the whole time.
You're braver than me, dude.
Yeah.
I don't see how people can do that.
Dude,
like to be going like, what?
That was yeah.
No, I hold on for dear life.
Honestly, I was like, if I die, I die. Like I'm gonna have fun.
Like the Batman ride, the Scorcher,
Superman,
Georgia Scorcher, the Superman, all those I can take off my hand.
Fully strapped.
I'm fully strapped in. But the Goliath, just that thing, I'm like, no. Yeah. And then like going down, I'm like, ah. Like,
yeah.
Oh
I want to go back though.
I always want to go back.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's the thing. And Goliath, honestly,
would you do Goliath again though? Yeah. I would, 100%.
Oh, see, here's my thing about Goliath. I just hate the front row. I don't like it. If you remember that day we went, I was bitching about I don't want to do the front row. I'll do any other row. Just don't give me the freaking front. Everybody loves the front.
I did the front once. It's different.
I love the front.
It's different.
Superman and Batman, that's it. Every other ride, I don't care. I'll be in the middle. Goliath, exclusively, I do not want the front. I just don't. Give me any other row. Don't give me the freaking front.
I think we did like front, middle, and back. Yeah. Because we did it like 3 times.
Yeah. God, that was awesome. Nobody was at the park. The
lines
was great. Yeah. We didn't have a flash pass or anything. That was dope.
Yeah. we had to wait a little bit for the Batman. I remember that one.
Oh yeah,
technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulties. I was like, if I'm gonna die from Batman, that's how I go.
I'm like, you know what? Take your time. No rush. But the Superman was such a unique experience, just because like you're fully like flat.
Yeah,
that was weird because
you're almost parallel to the ground, kind of thing.
Yeah, you're like parallel and then going forward. Mm-hmm. Skydiving, you're parallel, but you're going down.
You're going down.
So it was very different.
See, and that's like...
But that one was a little... Like, all the blood rushed to the bottom. And then it kind of tugged on you. Like, those harnesses were a little tight. I mean, for good reason.
For good reasons.
But, like, yeah.
But next time we go, since we jumped twice, I think our third jump... Either our third or fourth jump, we're doing it by ourselves.
Right? I was wondering that.
I'm a little nervous.
Honestly, same. I'm like, can we do like the first one again where we just have fun? But I want to learn.
Yeah, because we got to do ground school. The only thing I'm nervous about, and I've talked to you about this, is, my eyesight is pretty good, but
when you're up there,
and like your instructor was all like, "Oh, there's your buddy over there," and you're just like, "Where?" And then
you're getting blinded by the sun,
and then he's like, "Yeah, there's our target." Where?
Dude, yeah. I was like, I don't know. I was like, yeah, totally. Yeah. You're controlling this, right? Like,
you're still controlling this, right? All right. Yeah. I'll control left or right. You just point me to the right direction. Yeah. When we got closer, of course, that's when obviously you see the circle.
But I feel like that's too late.
I mean,
like if you were to have jumped by yourself, and when you got that close, you were like, oh, okay, I finally know where to land. I feel like it's too late.
I don't know, because like you're not going as fast as you think you are on the parachute.
That's true.
Like as long as you deploy at 6,000 feet and you look around,
that's true.
You're good, because it does feel like when you drop that and when you have the parachute out that you're going forward like really fast, but you're really not.
Yeah.
So true. Like if you see the circle at a distance, you got plenty of time to readjust and then just circle around. It's just watching everybody around you. That's what's gonna be a little bit nerve-wracking, because I don't want to bump into someone. Like once I'm at this distance from you, that's bad,
bro. That's too late. Like,
it's too late. Somebody messed up and it's me.
Yeah, that's hilarious. No, but I get that.
But like if I can make one pitch about skydiving, where if somebody is like, man, like I don't want to do it, or I'm like thinking about it, but I'm still too scared.
Yeah.
The thing about it though is that when you go, you're going with somebody who has jumped hundreds of times, and they don't want to die. So like I'm sorry, like you don't want to die, they don't want to die, and they're taking care of you, and you pay them. Like they're not going to see that money unless they live.
So they really don't want to die.
They really don't want to die. And then like they don't want to die and then shut down the whole place and all that stuff. Like, trust me, it's safe.
It really is. It's a lot safer than people think.
It's a lot safer than what people think. And there's no feeling like it. Like, I predicted it right that I told Brady, man, watch us go. And the moment we land, I go home and I'm like, I don't want to do anything because nothing just compares. And I was so right. I was so bored with it.
You are right.
I tried to play a video game and I was like, this is boring.
Yeah.
I tried to watch a movie and I'm like, this is boring.
You had to wait like a week.
I had to wait. It was longer for me. Like, I was just like, man, this sucks.
For sure.
Everything sucks. I was just
nothing compares. Literally.
Nothing compares.
Literally, nothing compares to
it. Except for snowboarding in a different sense. Like, it's a different adrenaline.
Right.
But yeah, people go skydiving. It's safer than you think it is. It's not
just
not
do
as
it.
bad.
Honestly, just do it.
And I don't know this for fact. Don't fact check me, but I'm pretty sure if you were to Google like the fatalities of like skydiving, don't do it. Yeah, but I'm willing to bet. I don't know this, but I have a hunch that it's not people. It's not an instructor and a student. I think it's people by themselves, solo.
Yeah, solo
people trying to experiment or doing something.
Probably.
I don't think it's with a student and an instructor. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't think it is. And if it is, it's like a very
it's even smaller than you would.
Way smaller, minuscule.
I think I feel like you're right with that.
I don't know. I'm willing to bet.
Yeah.
I want to do those flight suits though. Those like
flying
squirrel.
Yeah, the flying squirrel stuff. Oh, that looks sick. Like canyon jumping
between cliffs. And
stuff? I was like, that's cool.
I would do that.
Yeah. And then there's wind is windsurfing the thing where you're like on the metal bar and you're in the sky? Is that what windsurfing? No, that's not.
No, windsurfing is when you're on the board and with the sail and you're.
Then what is the parasailing?
Parasailing,
right? I think it's parasailing. The one where you're on the metal bar and you're like a glider, basically.
Yeah,
that looks cool.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would.
Paragliding is probably what it is.
Paragliding.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, parasailing. I think it's when it's attached to the boat.
Right. Yeah. Anything
adrenaline seeking, I'm gonna do. The only air quote adrenaline thing, I don't see it being an adrenaline thing. And at the same time, I kind of do. Did I tell you about it being in a shark cage?
No, you haven't.
That's the only thing I will never ever do.
I don't think I would either.
No.
Nah.
Like I remember typing in like years ago like adrenaline things. That was one of them, like being in a shark infested water in a shark cage. And I said no. Hell no would I ever do that. The only possible way I would ever do it is if I did it for charity kind of thing, where it's like, okay, if I'm able
how long can he last? If he lasts
like if I'm able to raise like $25,000 for cancer research kind of thing.
Yeah.
If we raise that money, then I'll do it for like 20 minutes or something.
I agree. No, there's things that I'd be a lot more willing to do for charity.
Yeah, for charity, for sure. If it's going for a good cause, sure. And we'll live stream it, get my reaction, get me to cry. But
no,
I'm not.
Cage?
But
no.
If somebody comes up to me, like a buddy of mine, it's all like, hey, you're an adrenaline junkie, right? And I'm like, hell yeah. And he's like, let's go to the shark infested water in the shark cage. I'm like, you're not my friend anymore.
Dude, I don't even want to go scuba diving.
I do want to go scuba diving. You don't?
Okay, I don't want to go
like deep sea scuba?
No, like it's basically like where you swim through caves and stuff.
Basically spelunking.
I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that?
No,
I definitely want to do that.
I am terrified of running out of air or getting stuck underwater.
I mean, yeah, sure.
That's like, no.
I want to do that.
No. Bro, no. Like, no.
Would you ever go spelunking not underwater, like just in cave diving? In a pitch dark cave? Like
probably.
I would do that.
Yeah. If I know, like...
There's one in Georgia.
What I mean is, like, I'm not going to go through a space that's, like, this big and be like, oh, my body can fit. And then, like, I go through and I'm stuck. And then I run out of oxygen because I'm panicking. Like...
But I'm talking about above water. Like, I'm talking about on land. Like, no water involved. You're just going cave diving.
Just cave exploring?
Yeah. Would you go?
Well, why? Well, you're confusing me by saying cave diving. but
it's
we're
still
not
cave diving
underwater.
because like you're still kind of like rock climbing, like you're still attaching ropes and stuff, and then you're going down, like you're rappelling down.
That does sound fun.
I would do that.
I would do that. Yeah.
I would do more things than not do things.
Again, I mean, yeah. I'm probably just more terrified of running out of oxygen.
Running out of oxygen. I mean,
yeah.
There's an underrated video game out there, Subnautica. I know I talked about it before.
Yeah.
If you ever get the chance, check it out. It is like weirdly terrifying, but in a cool exploration way. It's basically Minecraft, but in the ocean. But it's dope, man.
Really?
It's dope. I'll show you some videos after the show, but it does give you that fear though of like being out in the middle of an ocean, an alien ocean, and like running out of oxygen. And
dude, the ocean is scary.
The ocean is freaking. There's one video that changed my perspective on the ocean. Yeah. It was back when I was younger and I wanted to join the military, and I was like working out and all that stuff. And I remember watching this like seals video, and this one seal was like talking about that the water's not nice. The ocean's not nice. The ocean doesn't care if you're tired. The ocean doesn't care about your financial, doesn't care about your race, doesn't care about your social class. The ocean does not care. I saw that. It took me a minute to think about it, and I was like, and then I pictured me in the middle of the ocean, and I was just like, yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, the ocean doesn't give a shit. I was like,
that is crazy.
And then that's when it started like hitting me about like personal responsibility. I was just like, yeah, this world just doesn't give a shit. I was like, all right. Yeah.
That is crazy.
So the ocean did scare me a little bit, but like I would never go to an ocean by myself. So if I had a boat and I was like getting fish, I don't care how far off from the coast I am. Yeah. I'm always gonna be with a group. I'm going to have a satellite
100%, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No.
No. How did we get there?
I don't know.
Okay, so I think
we were talking about adrenaline junkie thing.
I think I said like this is the year of doing things.
Oh, year of doing things.
And we mentioned skydiving, and
that's right.
We went off to the races there, pun intended.
That's good.
But yeah, what else did I do? I went to a bunch of NASCAR races. I graduated college. You know, I'm a college graduate now. So
please tell us more.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Please tell us more about how you're this college graduate. I'm still in my first year.
You just started, all right?
I know, but I want it. I want my degree.
Yeah, hey.
I want to start life. I want to be happy again.
Oh, there it is. Let me tell you, this is not the answer.
Oh, God.
But, yeah.
I want it to be done. I can't wait for the semester to be over. Really, I just can't wait for Thanksgiving week break.
Because then it's basically
But honestly,
over.
I thought about this. We're November 1st as this episode is being recorded.
Yeah.
I'm almost there. Holy crap. Like, minus Thanksgiving week. So I have like 3-4 weeks in November. And then
like 1 in December.
I think 1 or 2 in December. And then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost there. So I just
once you get to October, the semester's basically over.
God, and that midterm like freaking kicked my ass. Stressed me out. So no, I'm almost there. Like honestly, college does go by fast. I do see that. I'm just
it does, yeah.
I
was very surprised. Yeah,
I just want it, but no, I'm almost there. It sucks to have you brag about it.
I know. Yeah. No, they don't know that, so they probably think I'm an asshole or so. No, but you just keep busting me about it at work for being a college guy.
No, people need to understand is no, I'm proud of Alek. I mean, I met you last year, and we bonded really quickly.
Yeah.
No, he's bust his ass. He's a college graduate. I just give him shit for it because I'm in college. If I wasn't in college, this whole conversation would be different.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, hey, you graduated. Oh, hey, awesome.
Good for you. Yeah.
Good for you. Oh, so now that I'm in college, I'm like,
you're just jealous. It's all right.
I want it.
It's all right.
I want it.
It's all right.
What was I going to say? Anything you want to talk about?
I went to the World Series yesterday.
Oh, yes, Braves. That's the other thing. Dude.
I'm upset.
Dude. Game 5, man. Damn.
I thought it was it, man.
Dude,
I really did.
epic opener with a grand slam.
Right?
And you were talking about this at work because I'm not a huge baseball guy. Is this the second grand slam ever?
I think so. In the World Series, yeah.
Because I was like, somebody was talking about how, grand slam obviously doesn't happen often.
Well, so it happens more in the regular season, like I mean the number wise, but like for the World Series, I think this is like the second one ever.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
and then how they almost had a grand, they still won. Braves still won on game 4.
Yeah,
they had a chance for a grand slam,
and they failed.
Yeah, but they still won, so that was good.
Game 5,
man,
dude, I was upset because oh my gosh.
I was like, you were there. You were at the battle. You were at the.
I was at the game.
You were at the game.
Yeah. Everyone was texting me like, "How did you get these tickets? How did you get these?" I was just like, so Ticketmaster did this ticket queue thing, like at the top of every hour, where you literally just like logged in and you're like, okay, tickets available. You're like 600th in line. Wait, and if they're there, they're there. If you get them at face value. So we got 2 tickets for like $350. We checked the day of the game. They were like $1,500. And I was like, we're still going, right? Like, we're not going to sell them. So, I mean, it was still a really cool experience. I've never been to a World Series game. I've never seen, well, I probably did. But I'm just going to say I've never seen the Braves in a World Series. The last was 99. I was born in 98. So I'm just not going to say.
No.
I didn't see them.
I remember saying completely random. Like I remember saying that. I don't remember when people go like, "Oh yeah, I remember doing this when I was a 3-year-old." I was like, to be honest, I don't remember shit till I was like 5.
I feel like that. No, but that's the majority memory though, right?
I feel
that's when you start remembering a lot of things. I remember like 1 or 2 things from age 3.
When people say like, "Oh yeah, I remember this when I was 2 years old," I'm like, bullshit.
That's not true.
No, it's not.
Unless it was like very traumatic.
Oh jeez. All right. Anyways.
Yeah, but so I went to the World Series. That was a lot of fun. The environment was insane. Like there were so many people, so many Braves fans. Just everyone was so happy at the start of the game.
Did you see any Houston's fans? Like,
yeah, and we booed them every single time. Yeah, and then when Houston players were up to bat, we were going cheater.
My brother was talking because he's a baseball guy. I went over to his house after work to watch the game, and I caught the game like somewhere around inning 5 and up.
Yeah,
and he was telling me how he respects the coach, but he doesn't respect the team because they're cheaters and stuff. Yeah. I was like, oh, I don't know shit.
Yeah, it was a controversy in I think 2017.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they won the World Series, but they cheated their way to it.
Oh,
so, that's why I really want to like. Okay, so we're not out of the World Series. We're still we're still leading.
There's a game tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah. There's a game tomorrow, and
if
again,
the Braves win, it's over.
Correct, but I really wanted it to be.
I know,
Game 5
right?
in Atlanta, like.
But you know what? I'm an optimist. Kick their ass right there.
Right, yeah. No,
and then go home, be like, yeah, we kicked your ass at your place.
Yeah, it's going to be a slaughter, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was a great experience. I'm so happy that my brother and I were able to go.
That's dope. And you got a picture with the mascot. That was
dope. That was funny.
Yeah.
He's a freaking icon. His Twitter is hilarious, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, blooper. He's very funny. I got a hat. I got a pin to add to my pin collection. I get a pin wherever I go if they sell them. So I have them from NASCAR races, cities that I've been to, sporting events. Yeah. So I have a whole board, and I love that. My brother and I started collecting them when we were very little. Nice. It was on a hat at first. We were like, we're running out of room. And I was like, I have an idea. So I bought a cork board and just put them in. Now I look at the hat. It was a NASCAR hat, and it has like 50 holes in it from the pins.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's still a cool memory though. But so I had a lot of fun at the World Series. Definitely would love to do it again. But
no, you definitely opened my eyes to that. I definitely want to.
Because even if you're not a sports fan, just the environment.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like again, I'm not a baseball guy. I don't like watching a game on TV really. But it does depend on the group I'm with, right. Because if they give me, I adapt to whatever energy is around me. So if everybody's hype, I get hype.
Dude, yeah.
And but going to a live game, being there, Oh, 100% I get into it. Like, I don't care if
Yeah.
the group around me is not getting into it. I get into it.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
epic.
the whole crowd was just screaming
Yeah.
for like majority of the game.
And I saw the majority of people were standing up, like nobody was
Yeah,
sitting down.
yeah.
That shit was insane. Like when I saw it was like inning 2 or whatever, they hit the grand slam, they were up by 4,
Mhm.
and it was great. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna get cocky. You know, there's still plenty of things that
Yeah.
can happen. Just freaking hold the line.
Yeah, no, I mean, I felt great. Like I looked like after it settled down, after we screamed for like 5 minutes straight, my brother and I looked at each other and we were just like we just gotta hold this lead, and we got it. We didn't, but
God, man. But I will say, like, I hate to give credit where credit is due sometimes.
yeah,
But man, that was epic though. Like it made for one epic night.
yeah,
The Houston's wanted it. Like you just saw that.
yeah. I mean, you really did, because like in the 6th inning is when I really started to see the Braves fade, like mentally.
You could see how tired they were too.
Yeah.
Like, they were giving it their
Yeah,
all.
and I was
Holy
just
shit.
like, okay, I guess they gave up. I guess they're preparing for Game 6.
I remember when Houston scored, I think it was like their third point. I saw the camera with the batter going to the dugout. They weren't hardcore celebrating because they knew, they were like, no, we can't celebrate. Yeah, it's great that we got that point, but we got to stay focused. And I hated seeing that because I was like, damn it, they're focused.
They want it. Yeah.
Like they wanted it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the moment they did the double scoring where they got 5, or they got the lead, it was like 5 then 6, I guess. And when they got that lead for the first night, I think it was like inning 7, that's when they started celebrating. And I'm like, damn it, this is the part they might lose their guard.
I mean, I was hoping for some miracle. I really was, but
oh man,
I don't know.
dude.
We faded at the end. It was reverse of Game 4, because Game 4 we started off kind of sloppy,
Mhm.
and then we like came into our own towards the end. And I feel like it was the opposite. Like we started off with the grand slam, and then I don't know, we lost all of our momentum or something. I don't know what it was, but it was still a lot of fun. I recommend. I mean, if you can afford it. I mean,
Yeah.
don't sell a kidney, but if you can afford it, there's ways to do it affordably. You just got to be on top of it.
Just get your finances in order, people.
Exactly.
It's not hard.
I actually today I put money in my Roth IRA again.
Good.
Yeah. So, no, it was a lot of fun.
Here, let me see the book. We still got some time to kill. We're gonna talk about some life stuff, people. I don't know why I was like, flipping.
I know you have the
All right.
sticky notes.
This is a cool book. Like, people need to get it.
Yeah.
People get the Story of My Life journal.
Shout out to Dylan.
Shout out to you, Dylan. I hate the fact that I have to give you a shout out, but I have to give you a shout out.
Let's see if you
'Cause,
watch.
like, I think we're friends.
Yeah, let's
kinda.
see if you watch this far. I'm not even going to tell you that we shouted you out.
Oh
You
no,
would-
we'll tell him we shot him out, but let's see if he'll watch it.
Do you think we should do that? Or do you think we should just not say anything?
I'm gonna tell him.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him.
But yeah. What's
All
the
right.
code word? We need a code word for him. So like if we ask him, hey, did you watch the show? And we'd be like, okay, what's the code word?
I don't know, something silly, something like
Chevrolet.
no, because
just
I
like-
have the hat on. He could just be like Chevy or something. No, banana.
Banana?
Banana.
Okay. Code name, code word.
Code word banana.
Banana.
If you say banana, I know you watched the
Yeah.
show, Dylan. Anyways, so what story comes? I like this. What story comes to mind when you hear the phrase "rite of passage"?
Ah. Dang. It's such a weird thing. I guess pulling an all-nighter in college.
No, I
You
still haven't done.
You
that.
haven't done.
I
You
haven't
will.
done that.
You will.
I don't doubt it. I don't
You
doubt
will.
it.
But like, yeah, you're not a college student if you haven't pulled an all-nighter.
What if I graduate college and I never do it?
Then you didn't work hard enough. All right. You didn't procrastinate hard enough.
And I have procrastinated.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess something like that. Yeah, like pulling an all-nighter.
What about something relating to NASCAR?
seeing an Atlanta team lose?
Mm.
The rite of passage of living in Georgia. Is that too soon?
Hold on, they
NASCAR
might win.
Oh no, I know. I just meant like the
In general.
Falcons or like
Oh,
in general, the Hawks. You know, the Braves.
No.
NASCAR. What's a rite of passage in NASCAR?
Maybe you haven't hit it yet, so you don't know yet.
Like as a fan or as a driver? Because I haven't hit it as a driver yet.
Yeah, you can't say for drivers.
Yeah.
For fans.
I guess so a rite of passage is getting booed by a fan, by another. So you're a fan, you go to a race, you're wearing your favorite driver, and they boo you.
Oof.
That's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Like not everyone's gonna love you. Not everyone's gonna love the driver that you like. So yeah.
That's a good rite of passage.
Yeah, I like that one.
So I have one in. Well, I got two. One of mine is when I worked at my last restaurant, Bone Steakhouse. I talked about Chef Leonard. I name dropped him. Shout out to you, Chef Leonard. This dude, like a second dad to me. And one day I was in the walk-in, and I was just looking for something. I think butter, and he comes in, and walk-in's only one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
He like walks in, he sees me, he bullies me all the time, but out of love. And he comes in, and he's just a terrifying dude. And he's like, "What are you doing in here?" And I was like, "Getting butter." And he pulls out a knife, and he's like, And then I pull out a knife, and then he didn't know I had a knife, so I pulled mine out, and he's like, "You're gonna do fine here."
That's hilarious.
I was like, "Thanks, Chef."
I love that.
So that was a nice rite of passage.
That's hilarious.
He was just so surprised. He was like, "You're gonna do
That's
okay."
funny. Yeah, I like that.
And then martial arts, getting choked out, getting punched and kicked in the face. I would say that's a rite of passage.
Mm-hmm.
And to obviously not take it personal because it's just training.
Right.
Like it's just bound to happen. So yeah, that's a rite of passage. Like some people just have to suck it up. Like it's everybody. Nobody is untouchable. Nobody goes in going like, "Oh yeah, like no one's ever gonna touch me." No.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not John Wick.
That's a good one.
You're gonna get hit.
Those are good rites of passage. I'm just trying to think about another one. Just like, but I'd say pulling an all-nighter in college.
Pulling an all-nighter.
So
I'm gonna add that to my list. Like I'm gonna look forward to that. And
you're gonna be very tired.
Dude, watch like literally watch me never having to do an all-nighter. But on my last day of class, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to pull an all-nighter for nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I might as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what constitutes an all-nighter? Like, am I...
You don't go to sleep.
At all?
No.
Like, so the moment, like, I go to work, and the next day I have school. So say, like, Sunday night.
Okay.
So I go home, take a shower, and then just hit the books. And then the moment sun comes up, go to like my 8 a.m. class.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because it's more than likely you pushed off an assignment. That's usually what happens. You push off an assignment and it's the day before it's due.
So if I
and you
close my eyes for just 30 minutes, does that not count?
No.
So
on purpose? If you're like, I'm gonna take a 30-minute nap on purpose, that's not an all-nighter.
That's not an all-nighter?
No.
So 100%, like
if you doze off with that, like on accident.
Can I take a break?
No.
I can't take a break?
What do you mean by break? Like what you're working on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you just can't like take a nap.
I can't take a nap. Anything
you can't close your eyes.
sleep.
Yeah, you can't rest. You can take a break.
Well, see, you're saying rest, like, because you can rest without sleeping. Like, you could just watch a Netflix.
Okay, fine. You can't take a nap or sleep.
Because I'm trying to loophole. I'm trying to.
I see what you're doing.
Is it by closing your eyes? I can't. I'm gonna say this. I don't sleep with my eyes open, but I'm gonna train myself.
If that's creepy. The loophole. Okay, fine. If you can do that, I will accept this loophole.
Just like,
oh my gosh, that is creepy. If you can do that, I accept the loophole.
I'm gonna say this. I don't believe in that.
That you can sleep with your eyes open?
Yeah, I think it's all bullshit.
I think you're right.
I don't believe in that.
I don't even understand like how.
I don't know
how you can train your mind and your brain to relax without.
I was about to say something super stupid and inappropriate. Like, well, not inappropriate. this is my show. I was gonna say like I've slept with a bunch of people, and I'm like, no, I haven't. Like I just
you just stare at them like that. Just...
I've slept with like I've been to sleepovers and stuff as a kid and stuff.
Clarify.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say like I've slept with a bunch of people, and it's just like that would have been too creepy. No, but I've been to like as a kid a bunch of sleepovers and stuff, and new friends and stuff, and like not an all-nighter, but we'll hang out, we'll stay up till like 4 a.m. Some people will be passed out. Never once that I've met anybody who can sleep with their eyes open or mention it in a conversation. It's like, oh yeah, I sleep with my eyes open. Like, no, I don't believe. So when somebody brings that up, I think they're lying to a point. I think they can do it and they doze off a little bit, but they're putting up a front and they're just waiting for people to leave, and they're leaving. Okay, now I can go. Oh, God, my eyes hurt.
I don't believe that's possible, because I feel like it takes it takes effort to keep your eyes open.
Oh my God, especially when your eyes are getting heavy at the end of the night.
Yeah.
You're just like,
yeah. So I don't believe that.
I don't believe in that. Describe your dream at this age, your vision for your future.
I feel like I've been doing this whole show, but so my dream.
What are your dreams like?
Wait, like career dream?
Well, let's talk
career
about
dream or like a sleep dream? What does it mean by dream?
I think they are talking about
career
like
dream, right?
Your goals.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my goal is to be a NASCAR champion.
I mean, talk about your sleep habits. Are you having any crazy dreams? Maybe we need.
Actually, I had one the other day.
What was it? Can you talk about it?
I can't. I can't talk about it. Actually,
can you talk about it after the show, or like you can't talk about it on the show? It's fine. You're not gonna.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna press. I'm gonna press later.
You are gonna press later. I might say I can't say later. Actually,
no. I've been having crazy dreams, like sleep dreams, real quick. I guess just because I've been like kind of stressing out a little bit. Not really. Not like super bad stress. Just work, school, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That like, I have dreams of people being mad at me and not making enough time for them, and then I'm just like, yeah. But
wow, that's deep.
But here's the thing: it's not anything. It's not anything like that I'm like gonna stress about, because
you don't think it means anything?
I don't think it means anything, and also because I know it in a way. It's like, oh man, I want to make some time for people I don't. That's why I can't like pursue dating right now. It's because I honestly don't have time.
I get that, yeah.
But that moment of my dreams, the only thing I can actually recollect. Other than that, it just turns into a clusterfuck of randomness.
Yeah. I get that.
Or pitch darkness.
No, but I get the whole not being able to pursue dating thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I've been working on myself recently.
So I've worked. I'm perfect.
I mean, yeah, I know I'm trying to be like you, and so I mean, I've grown a lot in the past couple months. Yeah. So that's been great. But yeah, it's just different mindset. Honestly, it's not on the forefront of my mind.
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. But I got other things to worry about.
What about like your vision for the future? So do you have like a short term and a long term goal right now?
Yeah. So short term would be next year. I want to build my own go-kart. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun,
dude.
That's
a short term.
Yeah.
What like next fuck is a long term?
NASCAR champion. I told you that.
Well, no, I mean something. Okay, let me clarify.
Define long term, then. Yeah.
Like short term is something that you can accomplish, something in maybe in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and then a long term. I'm definitely going to achieve this in 2022, kind of thing. Okay. At the end of 2022.
Okay, long term, build a go kart.
Okay.
Short term, I guess I have one more race in the go-kart league for the year. This is the last.
When is it?
Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
Yeah, this Wednesday. So I win that. That's the goal. Finally get a win. Finish off the season on a high note.
Yes. Oh, now that I just realized that now that it's your last one for the year.
Yeah.
You got to bring in that goal.
So that's what I'm hoping for. Long term, next year would be find sponsorship so I can race at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Legends cars, which is like the very bottom of working your way up the NASCAR ladder.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just looking for sponsorship. I talked to a NASCAR driver like the week before I went to the Karting Against Cancer. Or no, the day before. Not the week. The day before I went to the Karting Against Cancer, and he said, don't aim for like corporations, but don't aim for like mom and pop shops. You have to aim for the middle ground in terms of companies, because that they're still trying to like prove themselves, and they have the money to give you for that promotion, whether it be through sponsorship or whatever. So I'm just trying to find different outlets. Like I made the business cards with my resume on the back with a QR code. I'm very proud about that.
No, you did open my eyes.
Yeah, I thought that was very cool. Ass. Yeah.
You ever see American Psycho?
Yeah.
Christian Bale? That card scene?
Yeah.
I had a Christian Bale moment. It's like, God, his card is better than mine.
I mean, I can tell you.
And now I'll murder you later.
I mean, yeah, I get that. You can take all my cards. But yeah, I can tell you how I did that.
Yeah. No.
Super easy. But so just find sponsorship and just keep pursuing the goal. Just baby steps, you know, like I said. No, but
the fact that you have actual tangible thing, it's no longer like, oh, I don't know how to do it. Now you know how to do it, and you're actually doing it.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah. What about you? Short and long, I guess. Long would be what, a year, you said?
Yeah. Short term right now is building my new table.
Right. How's that going?
So I'm going to meet up with my buddy next week, and hopefully on a Monday I'm going to take a break off from the show and go buy the lumber and freaking do it.
There you go. So you pick a stain yet?
Yeah. But what it comes down to, honestly, it's whatever lumber is available when we go buy it, because I know there's like a little bit of
that doesn't
supply.
That doesn't affect the stain. Well, not fully. It doesn't fully.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because depending on the lumber, the stain kind of looks different. But I'm definitely going to go multiple coats. Right. But yeah, I have people do that voting thing. So I'm going to pick the brown one instead of the reddish brown one. Okay. But again, it depends on what lumber is available. That's my short-term goal. My long-term goal, I mean, excluding school, because I feel like that's such a cliche thing to say. Like, even though obviously school's on my mind and that takes priority over a bunch of stuff. Besides that, like creative-wise, is I want to go ahead and venture out and start promoting my show in the city and stuff, and
there you go,
trying to get other guests on it. Because this year was a great
first year.
Season one.
Season one. You did great.
Exactly. I'm not going to do seasons, but basically, like, it was great to interview my friends and stuff, and I'll always have my friends back. And no, this was great, but now I want to try to venture out and get a couple other people. I had a talk with one of my friends. It was just a silly thing. I was like, I want to get a stand-up comedian on the show, like just an average comedian trying to come up and be like, "Hey, would you like to come on the show?"
And like, what? Do an act or just talk about?
No, just talk about being comedy.
Because I mean, like, this backdrop is like perfect.
Yeah,
to do an act.
So yeah, no, I want to try to get a comedian. I want to get the mayor of like Ackworth or Kennesaw.
You could totally do that.
I could do that.
Yeah,
and that I think that'll be dope.
What
so that's a long term. What
would you talk about with the mayor?
I don't know. Like
what do you want to know?
Like, yo, how important is the city stuff?
So, like, what do you actually do?
Yeah, like, since everybody's focusing on the presidential and Senate stuff, like, what? How important should people be involved in the city and stuff like that?
I think there's an election tomorrow or something.
There is, and
I don't know what it is. I haven't looked at candidates or policies. So
I did.
I will not ignorantly vote.
Yeah, I did for a little bit, but I mean, everybody can do their own thing. It doesn't affect me. Like, it doesn't. You're in Cobb County too. It doesn't really affect Cobb County kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, it could be. I'm not a genius at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, whatever. But that's something I want to try to get. Like, get a figurehead.
Oh, I guess another short term would just be continue going to the gym.
Okay, yeah, no. Yeah. Good. How long has it been for you?
Like 10 weeks.
10 weeks?
Yeah.
Dude,
People have been complimenting me at work, and I'm like, it's so stupid, but it means a lot.
No, good.
Yeah.
Your lines on your arms are coming out, man. I'm not just saying that.
Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, this one's good. This one can be kind of controversial.
Ooh.
When you have or had strong opinions, do you voice them or keep them to yourself?
Depends who I'm with. Sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm with my friends, I'm more inclined to speak my truth. But
don't say my truth. There's
sorry.
no such thing as my truth.
Sorry. What I believe in.
Your opinion.
My opinion, correct? Yeah. It's not factual.
The truth and your opinion.
Yeah. You can't handle the truth. I want to speak my truth. No. But yeah, my opinion. I'm more inclined to give my true opinion around people that I know very well. If I'm with a group of people that I don't know very well, I'm more inclined to take a back seat and not necessarily like agree with everything that they say, but more just like, okay, like I get it. Like I understand what you're saying, just to be
move on the conversation.
Yeah, non-confrontational. Just be like, yeah, okay. Especially if it's something that I'm like, it ain't that deep.
All right, now let me put you in the hot box. Okay, somebody's talking to you about NASCAR, and they have a strong opinion on this thing. You have the strong opinion on an opposite thing. How do you take it? Do you eventually go like, all right, I'll let you have that?
No, that's a hill I'm willing to die on.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that is a hill I'm willing to die on for sure. Yeah, I will debate you until you realize that you're wrong.
What if they're just not caving?
I mean,
at some point you say, you know what?
Right. There's a
there's
a point of like, I'm just wasting my time.
Yeah.
Like, because then it becomes self-interest. Like, right. Like, am I gonna keep like debating with you even though nothing's changing?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. But I will try to get my point across as well as I can.
Yeah.
Before I just drop it. What about you? What's a hill you're willing to die on in terms of conversation debate?
Martial arts, one of them.
That it's so easy, or what, or that you can't defend, or it actually means you can't do anything. Just crap that we've heard at work is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's useless. Mm-hmm. Like, all that stuff.
What about
like,
this, and this?
Street fighting, like all this stuff. Oh, I just have to do this. It's like, okay. But that goes back with the rite of passage, how like, oh, all I have to do is just counter this. It's like, okay. Like in that moment, I'm not going to give my strong opinion. But when I'm talking to, Andreas and stuff, it's like, okay, I'm going to give, not only am I going to give you a strong opinion, I'm going to tell you the opposing point of view, and I'm going to let you decide.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you why I feel strongly about this for reasons, and maybe you can make your own decisions.
That's fair.
But I'm definitely confrontational. Like I will give my opinion, and you're right. It does depend on who you're with.
Yeah.
So like I want to try to eliminate that. Like obviously, like I don't want to be a dick when I'm around complete strangers and stuff, or people I just met.
Exactly.
But like, so if I'm with my friends and stuff, I will definitely give my strong opinion. Especially, I will say this: I get passionate if it's affecting your health. If it's affecting your health, no holds bar. I'm gonna be brutal with you, like because it's your freaking health. Like, so if I see you eating yourself to death, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna be like, no, you're an idiot. Yeah. Maybe you need to hear that. Maybe nobody told you were an idiot. Maybe that was something you needed to hear.
Yeah, tough love.
Tough love. I'm all about that. And see, that's the thing about our friends group, and you know this.
Yeah.
If I get the sense that you can't hang with that, like you can't deal with tough love, listen, we'll still be friends. I'll be nice to you at a distance.
Right, yeah.
Like you're not gonna hang with me. I'm not gonna hold back. And if I have to hold back, that's something right there. Mm-hmm. So if you
just like with T.
Huh?
T at work.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah. It's like we realized that she can hang.
She can hang.
I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah, when I started like dishing slowly and then she was dishing back, I was like, how dare you? Okay, you want to hang out with us?
Yeah, I was like, that's hilarious. I love her.
I love her. Shout out to you, T.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so if it's about health, I'm gonna give my opinion. If it's about your like you're trying to pursue a goal and like something creative, like let's turn up the heat a little bit. Let's say if we knew somebody that was pursuing something like music, something not what's the term?
Subjective.
Not like something what?
I said subjective, but
yeah, something in the creative field where it's not like like a steady job kind of
right,
thing.
yeah.
And the person's not good at it. I would tell
them.
I would tell them like, hey, listen, I think you just need a little bit more work.
Yeah.
You're right now you're better than me because I don't do it.
Yeah.
But I think you need more work. Look who you're up against. And I'm not talking about the big leagues. I'm talking about the people in your league right now. Look who you're up against. You need to be better than that. So I would try to coach them. I would like to be like a coach.
Because I mean, I'm not
see myself being a coach.
There's a difference between like holding back to not hurt people's feelings and just straight up lying to them.
Yeah. Oh,
like if they play like absolute garbage, if they're a musician, and you're like, that was great.
Hey,
like
there's room for improvement and stuff. They don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Again, you're not a part of my group. Get out.
Like there's a way to do it in a kind way to get the message across.
Yeah.
But yeah, just don't lie.
Yeah. So yeah, no, those I think you have to give strong opinion, like again, excluding the complete strangers.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to people you love, if it's affecting their health and their future, they're passionate about it, I think you kind of have to, especially if you're close friends with them. The only thing I would like hold back on strong opinions is if their heads being stubborn about it, their headstrong about it. I feel like they're about to get like a life lesson in something. Like, I know that this is a mistake, but I need them to know that it's a mistake. So I think it's good to hold back your opinions for them to learn the hard way a little bit. It sucks. You want to protect them, but like, all right, I learned the hard way. I want to protect you from the hard way, but maybe that's how you need to learn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And we got plenty of time. If you could go back and make a decision differently, what would it be? Yeah, so that's the last one.
I'm going to skip the first thing that came to mind. And say...
Ooh, what you say?
That's the thing, because it's weird, because like the butterfly effect, right? Like, because, oh my gosh. Okay. I applied to Loyola University, New Orleans, got accepted. That's where my brother went for his undergrad. Didn't get enough money financial aid wise. So I was like, okay, I'll apply to KSU, got in. I went. But if you want to do butterfly effect, I went to KSU. I got into a fender bender. Had to find a way to pay for it. Brady and Michaela got me a job at Fish Time. The rest is history. I was able to pay for countless NASCAR trips because I work at Fish Time. It's just, I can't pick like one thing.
You don't have to pick one thing. You can pick
I can't think of because everything's led me here.
Mm-hmm. No, that's the thing. Is there are some things I would have done differently.
Because it's not like regret, right? It's just
no, it's not regret.
A decision that you would do differently.
I might have done this differently.
I thought it would have been cool to be on the football team in high school, just to say that I did it. I never pursued it, legitimately. I was just like, it'd be cool. Never did anything about it. But I'm not gonna beat myself up about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking about regrets at this point.
See, because now we're getting into that territory. It's like, oh, would we do this differently? If we do this differently, then isn't that regret?
Right.
You know?
Right.
For me, I don't know. Like, call it regret, call it whatever. Uh, I don't think it's a regret, but for me personally, I wish I would have gone to school when my I lived with my parents, just to make it a little bit easier, not having to work so much, just to focus on my studies.
Right.
Basically, like, I will say that uh, I'm not a scholar, like I'll never claim to be, but I now have this newfound discipline and perspective at school that in a way I wish I would have had this when I was younger, but I couldn't. The only reason why I have it now is because I had to go through like what I went through now
Yeah.
to realize this. So making that
Exactly.
decision in the
Yeah.
past wouldn't make any difference. The only thing I wish, the only decision I wish I could have made differently in school is just take school a little bit more seriously. Because
Yeah.
I realized, honestly, saying this right now, I think high school is harder than college. Like for me,
Really.
because with college,
Hmm.
I'm not saying that
Right.
like in
For
case
other
any of my
people,
professors are
yeah.
watching this and it's saying like, oh, I think your classes are
Like,
so easy, I'm taking
yeah.
advantage of you. No, but I have all the tools I need to actually do the work and to actually understand the work
Yeah.
and not super stressed out. In high school, I I felt like you either got it or you didn't a little bit for me.
Yeah. Because it
And
was such like a one-way form of teaching.
yeah, like I never been around people in high school like okay, it really felt like a movie kind of thing, like with archetypes where
Right.
that's the smart kid, that's the jock, so of course he's gonna have like some tutoring if he needs it. Oh, that's the people who are just cruising by. Oh, those people are definitely gonna drop out. Like I've seen those
Yeah.
archetypes. In college, it doesn't really feel that way a little bit.
It's harder to gauge.
It's harder to gauge. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that I don't know. So to me, I just I feel like uh if I could change any decision, it just if I could take school a little bit more seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Yeah, I do regret it a little bit, just because like oh I've seen what I could have accomplished by now, but I'm not like crying myself to sleep or anything. It's
Right.
just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah. Like I messed up. Here's
Yeah.
why I messed up. Now when I have kids, I'm gonna be on top of them because I'm like, no. I messed up. Here's where I messed up. I'm gonna let you learn from my mistakes and I'm gonna help you. I'm not gonna just like I love my parents to death. I really do. But I gotta give criticism what criticism is due. They just told me like, oh, just go to school and that's it. Like, oh, go to college and that's it. But they didn't prepare me on like how to get there, what to look out for, like actual standards.
Well, do you think it's changed? Do you think it's changed since they've gone to college? And
Yes.
do you think it won't? Do you think it'll change by the time your kids go to college?
Yes, but the bones, the structures will still be there.
The
Like,
mindset.
yeah, because it's the same with martial arts, where it's the same with working out. It's the same with insert whatever here. Uh, they're like there are going to be easier ways, especially with technology. There's going to be easier ways to retain information, to go about how you're going to go about with anything in life.
Right.
But the old school way, the old school mindset is still going to be there where like, okay, I need you to grab 3 different schools that is realistic for you to want to go. Number one, what are the prices like? What is more achievable? What's financially sound?
Yeah.
And like, okay, how are you going to apply to them? Are you able to apply online and stuff? Or do you need a paper application? Like my parents were just like, oh, just do this. But they didn't prepare me on how to do it.
That's fair. Yeah, my parents were just like, just try your best. And I was like, okay.
Like,
what's that like? Like
yeah, so like I could see like if if my kid enjoyed sports, right? And like whatever sports it is, like let's say baseball.
Yeah.
Well then it's like, okay, I'm not gonna rely on you as a kid to go about like, oh, I don't know how to join a team. All right, well, I'm gonna find out for you. Like, I'm gonna act like your manager. My goal as a parent, my job as a parent is to put you out there and see if you can succeed in it, and then give whatever tools you need to try to succeed in it.
You have the question, I have the answer.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna figure that out for you.
Yeah.
I just need to put you in the field and you're gonna do it, but let me find out for you. Let me act as your manager.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the only thing, really. The other things of like on a funny things of what I wish I could have done differently. Some dumb stuff I would say to people. That's it. Like I think about that like, man, maybe I shouldn't have been too mean to that one person.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing is like, I just kept thinking about regrets, and I'm trying not to think about regrets.
I mean, it's fine though.
I mean, yeah, you're allowed to have regrets in life, but I don't know. There's a couple things I would do differently. But like I said, butterfly effect. It's all led me here. So I don't really know.
Yeah, I remember like I didn't get a say. Like I was born in New York and moved to Georgia. I didn't get a say. I was just a kid.
Right.
And I remember somebody was like saying, oh, which one did you like better, New York or Georgia? And I would always say, oh, both. Since I'm a kid, I don't know anything. Mm-hmm. But every now and then I'll think about it. I'm like, oh man, I wonder what life would have been like if I stayed in New York. And like I would love to see like where 29-year-old me is in New York versus 29-year-old me here in Georgia.
Yeah.
And then pick.
Yeah. Because that's hard because you were in those areas at different times of your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But overall, no, I like and again, I'm an optimist, not for like blind, naive reasons, but I really like where I'm at now. Like the people I've met, like I wouldn't trade it. Like, yeah, there's some things I would like kind of change, but if it's like one of those video games where it's like, oh, if you change this, it's gonna have drastic outcome. Yeah. Then I don't want to change it. Exactly. If it has like a small change, I'll do it. But if it's gonna have a big impact of how I see life, I don't want to do it. Yeah. I don't want to do it. I'm fine. I like where I'm at.
Yeah, I agree. I guess joining the rental kart league sooner.
Yeah, it's always sooner. That's really
just to get more experience. But I didn't have the money back then, so it's like I'm doing it now because I have the resources. So it's different. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough one.
That is a tough one. My thing, like, and the more I think about it, like, if I have kids, is that really I'm just gonna be on top of them. Because I remember hearing this years ago, way before I ever wanted kids, was one of the worst things that you can do to a kid, but really to anybody, is when they're passionate about something, when they like it so much, for you to, like, in a way, take it away from them.
Right.
Or to not make it easily accessible to them. So, like, if you have a kid and you know, your kid's showing interest in sports and stuff, and you're just like, oh man, well, I don't have the resource to put them in a team or whatever, then your job as a parent is to get the resource to put them in a dream. Because one of the worst feelings for a kid to realize at a young age is that it's like especially an 8-year-old who doesn't know shit about life, to be like, oh, well, like, oh, you should join the basketball team. Oh, I can't. My parents don't have money and stuff. And then because they don't understand, like, the sacrifices you guys go through, some kids retain that as, oh, my parents don't love me enough to, like, put me in basketball. And that sucks. Yeah. That sucks for a kid to, like, start thinking life in that way. It's like, oh, only these people can play basketball.
Yeah. And then they start thinking, oh, there's things I can't do.
Exactly. And, oh, I can't do that. Oh, that'd be so cool if I could do that. I can't do that.
Yeah. And
so I think it's an important thing for a parent, but really for anybody in general, especially if you see a friend that, like, I know there's this one martial artist, he started when he was 19 years old, and he talks about, like, how he was super insecure because all these kids that were, like, in middle school were way better than him in leagues, flexible and stuff, but he just didn't give up and you know, end up becoming, you know, in the UFC and all that stuff. But it's in that mindset. Like as a kid, he never had that access until he was 19 and had his own job and all that stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. And like, I want to say that right now. Like, if you're like 20, if you're 30, if you're, 19 too, and you just got a job and now you can start affording like how you're able to afford to be able to do things. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it sucks when a kid goes through that. That's the only thing, because they can't have the resource. They don't have that.
It's not up to them.
It's not up to them. That's where it sucks. Yeah. And I think it's important especially for parents, to realize it's like, hey, it's your job to try to be in a good position to be able to put your kid in what he or she wants to. And maybe they don't want to do it. They'll do it for a little bit, for a summer, and then like, I don't want to do it anymore.
And I think it's important to show the difference between, like, because you said if the kid really likes, like, if they love it, if they have a desire, there's a difference between trying to give everything to your kid, like in terms of like spoiling them or whatever, and then actually something that will help them throughout the rest of their life. Mm-hmm. There's a difference between like that. And I also think that you're allowed to, and you should have unrealistic goals, as long as you approach it from a place of like believability. And if you approach it from a like, because like I remember my mom, I'm not knocking her for it, it's just every time I brought up being a NASCAR driver, she was like, oh, okay, like that'd be cool, but like, what do you really want to do? And I was like, well, I want to be a NASCAR driver. She's like, okay, that'd be cool, but you should probably go to college for something or something. And like, I always had the mindset of going to college and graduating. That's always something that I wanted to do. I mean, it was in my head as a little kid. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it'll be different for my kids. I mean, if I think you can legitimately pursue what you want to do for the rest of your life without going to school, go for it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But so I went to a more realistic route of, getting my PR degree, to hopefully use that as a tool to get into the sport that I love, or to just have it as a backup plan for whatever happens. So, I mean, you're allowed, and I think you should have these so-called unrealistic expectations, because then it just pushes you to be better. It's like, I remember talking to Dylan when he said that he wanted to be a soccer player, like a professional soccer player. And he was like, okay, but what do you want to do? And I was like, yeah, I want to be a NASCAR driver. He was like, okay, that's so cool, because like most people that I meet don't have the same unrealistic goal that I want. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, I mean, you can do it from a realistic perspective, and you just got to keep working towards it. It takes a little bit longer, but it'll pay off.
No, the grind's real. What I'll add to that is, I really think I found something good, something like, I'm definitely gonna practice what I preach, but unfortunately I have to wait for a couple of years, and hopefully it'll come into fruition. Listen, because I wanted to be an actor for a long time. I'm not knocking anybody that grind to the point where like they end up being homeless for a while. They didn't know when their next meal was. Like, listen, I'm not knocking that, and then they have like a really cool success story the moment they break out. Listen, it makes for a cool story, and that's awesome. No one's taking that away from you. I'm not going to dilute it. No. More balls to you, more power to you, all that. But it's that saying, work smarter, not harder. Mm-hmm. And again, there's nothing wrong with working hard, but the thing is, I'm pretty sure that person who went from rags to riches, when they have kids, they're not going to tell them, oh yeah, it's okay for you to go through rags and stuff. No, they're going to do everything in their power so they don't go through that.
Exactly.
That being said, I think, like I was talking to my cousin about this, last call, a DJ and all that. Mm-hmm. Everything in the creative, I mean, every hobby in general, but everything in the creative field is expensive. Like, to get started, podcasting, course, music, whatever, it's expensive. Wouldn't it be great if you had a job that you liked and stuff, and you had a good time, you still had time for your social life, you had good money to reinvest into your creative thing? Like, why not pursue that? Yeah. Like, that way, say the creative field never takes off. Like, I hope it does, but like, say the creative field never takes off. At least you still have a job that you're happy with. You have a good social life. And so I think for me, you know, I'm pursuing to be a dental hygienist. Like, I legit want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not like, oh, it's just a, you know,
Something to
fail
do.
safe,
Yeah.
something to do. No, I legit want to do that. I can see myself being happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then still doing the podcast. And then if the podcast ends up, you know, blowing up, awesome. But I'm not going to stop being a dental hygienist. I'm just going to reinvest it into the podcast, get better equipment, get better cameras, whatever.
Right.
And still be happy with both. So I think when people have, like what you said, like the unrealistic goals and stuff, I think it's okay to have that. But I think it's like, yo, that's expensive, right? That's expensive to pursue. Why don't you go ahead and pursue? You don't have to slow it down. Pursue a good, stable job so you can have more resources. So you don't have to rely on anybody. Like, I don't see that being, like, honestly, I feel like that's a key thing.
Right. I don't see that as a bad thing as long as you still have the desire for the so-called unrealistic goal.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, like, people usually say, oh, well, like, be realistic. And when they say that, they don't want you to pursue the unrealistic goal.
Yeah.
They want you to settle for something as opposed to getting that job so that you can still pursue that goal.
Yeah.
That's the difficult thing of, like, seeing it as what you're getting that job to continue your pursuit. You're not folding, you're not giving up.
No.
It's just so that it's just another obstacle that you have to overcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, like, now that I'm again, it's kind of going back to that whole, like, oh, if you could change anything. Yeah, if you know, I maybe was a better student, a scholar and stuff, and then, like, been in my career right now, you know, I don't doubt that I would have been happy, but I don't think I would have learned this lesson. And I'm glad that I know this lesson because I feel like I can help more people with it. Like, there's nothing wrong with having these air quote, and I like to say air quote because no, they're realistic dreams. You can have these air quote unrealistic dreams, but I want to increase your chances of getting it. And let's tackle the biggest one that nobody wants to talk about because it's uncomfortable, the finances.
Exactly.
Let's talk about that. Let's tackle that. I feel like once you tackle that one, everything else is nothing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, making time for it, that's easy.
For sure.
Setting up communication, that's easy. Marketing, that's easy. Now that we got the finance out of the way, everything's downhill from there, baby.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, Alek. So we're at 2 hours and 8 minutes. You did want it to go for
Let's
2
go.
hours. That's really what I was like looking over.
We
I was
made
like,
it.
He did want it to make it 2 hours. So
yeah.
But Alek, you're gonna be a future NASCAR. People need to follow you day one so they can see you grow. Where can people follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Alek Chamberlin. It's just my name. All pushed together, no spaces, no underscores, no nothing.
I'll put the handle down below. And if you could leave anything for future promoters or anybody looking, what would you want them to know? Like, why should they pick you?
Why should they pick me? Not from a diversity perspective as a Mexican American. That's just, I've literally loved the sport of NASCAR my whole life. I mean, there's pictures on my Instagram of me in a Dale Earnhardt Jr. fire suit for Halloween when I was super young. So,
I saw that.
Yeah, so it's like this isn't something that I thought of a year ago or a couple of years ago. It's something I've always wanted to do. So the desire is there. I'm willing to put in the work no matter what it takes and no matter how long it takes.
Well, let me say something. I know we talked about it, but let me just get it out.
Yeah.
Somebody hits you up, a racer. They want you to join their team. They say, you're going to have to relocate, though. What's your answer?
Okay.
They're done. No hesitation. Just,
no.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, relocate?
Yeah.
They're done.
Can I get in the seat today? like if I leave now, do I get to race today? Like, yeah, I mean, I know it's going to happen. I know I'm going to have to make that decision, and I've already, like, mentally prepared for it.
I'm going to say this right now. The moment that shit happens, you got to let me know the moment you do, like, and I'm going to throw a big party for you.
appreciate it.
I'm
going
drop
away
whatever.
party. Going
Oh, I
away
have an
party?
interview with the mayor. Tell the mayor to reschedule.
Oh.
We're throwing Alek Chamberlin,
Hell
the
yeah.
future NASCAR racer, a freaking party.
Hell yeah.
A going away
Oh,
party.
I'm definitely gonna have a going away party for sure.
Yeah, you're gonna have two. You're gonna have one that you throw, and then I gotta throw you one.
Appreciate it.
Because like people have to know, dude, you're the future NASCAR. Like I have you here, future NASCAR car racer.
There you go.
It's gonna happen, dude. Like keep doing what you're doing, dude. I'm not saying this as your friend. I'm saying this because it's coming into fruition.
Yeah.
Just
work hard and it'll happen.
Honestly, just get started. If you get hurt, if you get burned, you're gonna learn from it. Like, yeah, it sucks. Dust off your shoulders, wipe off those tears, get back on, and be like, okay, what did I learn from this?
Yeah.
I don't think there's like, honestly, I want to challenge somebody with this. Is there a bad experience you have that you stand up after you dust off, you wipe the tears, and be like, I didn't learn shit from this.
No, you learn lessons.
I just got my ass kicked for nothing.
You learn lessons through everything.
You do.
And you really should think about it like that, or else you're gonna be very sad.
I want to go through that. I want to be like, I didn't learn anything from this.
This was pointless.
This just was bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think no matter how bad it is, there's a learning lesson from there.
Exactly.
All right, Alek. One day the table will be here. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Take it easy.